All right, now we're live on YouTube. Start streaming on the Twitch. Cool. So how are you doing today? What are you drinking?
I mean, I just woke up. So
Yeah. You got your coffee?
no, you know what? I did not get my coffee. There might be a second that I sneak away to get an espresso.
You want to do that now? While I just warm up.
It'll literally take me 60 seconds.
Hello, everyone. Today we have La Grand Arena with a guest star, Egnards. We don't have anyone in here because we just started right away. I haven't even posted this in Discord, so let me go ahead and do that. All right, let's go. We got, there you go. Captain Amazing. Let's get this started. All right, just posted in Discord. We'll see how it goes. All right, whenever people start getting in here, let me know how Egnard sounds once we go.
You keep talking about me like I was here, and they're all like, "Wait, why isn't he saying hi?"
No, I'm talking to the people. Hey, Mount Goat Musique, how's it going? Let's get some help from Egnards. All right.
Farm Gungans or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I did the GC this morning, and
did you do
Gungans, it took me 13 minutes.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have the cheat code. Because I was gonna ask, like, how'd you do it? He sounds hot.
Oh yeah, no.
Mountain goats dig your voice.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it. But yeah, I did it. But like it took me 30 seconds to kill all the ads. And then it took me another 12 minutes just to whittle down Lord Vader.
Moon was saying you can do it with JMK. I tried, and I got bodied. Maybe you need the ult. So I should get the ult here pretty soon. I'm like
You probably need the ult.
Yeah, I'm like speed running it. So maybe I'll Yeah, what's up?
JMK is mastery dependent, so you need that ult for him.
Yeah, I'm missing his ramping middle.
Yeah, and that's what makes him work.
Yeah, but I can beat JMK's mirrors. Watch here. Let me find one. Maybe one that's not so beefy. See if there's any subpar ones. Some mid ones.
All right, I'm listening to you while you start that battle, but I hear my coffee maker is done.
Yeah,
so
go
I'm
for
going
it.
to grab that real quick.
All right, let me try this.
Now, I know your fans, some of them probably know, not all of them, but it's always weird when we do things together just because we live on other sides of the world.
Yep.
So your day is ending as mine is starting.
It really is. It really is. I feel like we should probably start a podcast, but our time zones are so crazy bad that it's really difficult. Really is. I'm glad you're here,
because
though.
I don't have school.
Hey, Sopper, Bash, double trouble. Yeah. So as you can see here, even though I don't have the ramping middle, like, and I'm going toe to toe with the ramping, same thing, like mirroring this. It's still okay. Maybe it won't win. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy because, I mean, JMK needs that extra ramp of his ult, but the ramp that happens between Cat and JMK And a big source of damage on that team is Cat. So if you are able to get around that, especially with that Datacron, and take her out quickly, it should be smooth sailing at that point.
Yeah, I haven't lost this yet, but I've only played it like 2 or 3 times, so I don't know if I'll lose. I don't know, but it's I'm just showing like this isn't bad. Like I have really bad mods on Ashoka. I have really bad mods on Padme. I think I have too fast of mods on General Kenobi. I probably should slow those down.
Slow them down.
Yeah.
I haven't done my JMK or my Kenobi mods, my General Kenobi, since before Executor came out. Like I haven't even looked at them.
Oh really? Yeah, I haven't. I 6-dot mod him for his ship, but you know how you know me, so I can't build like crappy mods. It's a curse.
No,
it's a curse.
Everybody's looking at your modding, going, "Wait a second.
Yeah.
Why does the cap have this?" This battle, I have not played it since the Datacron first came out. It just takes so long that I'm like, it's fine. I'm gonna take 40 in Squad Arena and not even worry about it.
But this is like peak auto.
It is, but it just takes so yeah,
it does.
Long.
I win this by like last time I won it at 0.000 seconds. Yeah. Like I was like, oh, I guess I timed out this one. And then I didn't time out. I don't know. Like I guess General Kenobi has evasion on his mastery. Does he?
Maybe.
I don't know, because there was one time where he was like dodging up a storm, and that's when I almost timed out.
Galactic Republic.
Yeah.
Is it just the foresight from the team? Because there's a lot of foresight on this team.
What do you mean?
Well, like with all of the evasion, there's a lot of foresight between his middle special and between all of the special abilities that go on him. I
don't know, but I thought without his ult,
because he does not have evasion. I just looked.
Yeah, because I thought with his ult and missing his ramping middle ability, that I wouldn't be able to win mirrors, but I've been able to win them very reliably, surprisingly.
I think it's not going to matter for you because you'll have it soon, but I think it would be harder if we weren't in the current Datacron where you can like ignore taunt. Oh yeah, because I have to take out that cat real quick.
Yeah, because 100%. Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to ult to kill their cat.
Yeah,
and so I would have to do like the mirror and do all that craziness. Yeah, I get it. All right, so
I actually haven't even looked at my GAC yet, so.
I thought last round I was going to lose, to be completely honest with you, but was able to pull out a win.
I'm 0-2 for this round, but I'm also coming off of a 6-win streak, so I'm not surprised.
Oh, really? That's not bad. Net positive. Lately, I've just been going like 5-4 overall, looking at my record.
As long as my skill rating stays above yours, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm content with that, and I am at 3461 right now, so
I think that's what Music's trying to do as well over here, and because I keep telling him like I'm doing this and he's doing this, and I keep keep trying to get him. Yeah, because I don't know, he just keeps trying to hold me off. It's like everyone's like, oh, because a lot of the people I'm playing are like people who compare themselves to me. They massive accounts, because this area of Kyber is.
You play really well. That's why.
Yeah, it's no joke. Like it really isn't. Like Kyber, I thought Kyber 2 would be less competitive, but when you look at these accounts, they're just like ridiculous. And I was like, oh, I'm sure I'll meet up with tons of people like me or similar or whatever. No, like they're all fucking ridiculous. So here's my opponent for today, Leonidas. So also, I don't know if you noticed this. I got a new chair. Yeah, look at this thing. So comfortable.
Well, you get like +10 to gaming or
Yeah, my
to.
gaming chair.
I'm literally using a folding chair right now.
Really? Well, my last chair, because I've had like 2 office chairs in the last like 17 years, like legitimately, and this thing was just like ragged, and the armrest was coming apart, so it was like cutting into me because it was metal. So I was like, okay, I have
I gotta
to.
tell. I'm gonna talk about big chair right now. I used to do the same thing, and you'd buy a new office chair every year. Not you, apparently, but
Every
I would,
year?
because it would. All of that black stuff, like that pleather crap, would like come off and be all over the floor. If you invest in a good chair, like you spend, I don't even know what they would cost right now, but back then an office chair was like 60. And if I spent like 200, you would get a really nice quality, like comfortable, and not even a gaming chair, just like something for the office that's a little higher tier. It's worth it. It's so worth it as I sit here in my folding chair.
Yeah, I like a bonus Galaxy Sandman. So yeah, so this is it's not a gaming chair. I went to just a Japanese furniture store because every time I go somewhere, I'm like, let me check out the chairs. I've been shopping around. Don't even care about the price, but I want something that like supports me, is shaped well. And you know how you sit on a chair and you're just like, it's just not right. It's just not right. Like it's fine, but it's not me. So it took a while for me to find. So you
sat in that one, and you were like, this is the one.
Yeah, like it perfectly supports my my neck and my head. You know how you just like sit there and your head's just like, you know.
See, I'm always like an angle forward person, so I don't even do the whole rest back thing.
So this is your car, right? This is the chair in your car. You're like I guess it would be like this, but you're like slightly.
I'm like
straight.
Mine is up.
What?
Yeah. I don't lean back at all.
Man. Man, I sit a little up, but it's like this, just slightly.
I'm always ready to go.
Yeah.
Like no matter where I am, I'm ready to just finish what's going on.
What gets me is when people are like this. They're practically like laying down. I like, because in the military I drive a lot of like government vehicles or normal vehicles that like and I just like get in and I'm just like, who the F was driving this thing like this? Like,
it's like my wife. Like if I let her borrow my car, I say let her, but like she can use it whenever she wants. She borrowed my car last week to get something, and I went to work later that day and sat down. I was like, are you like seriously? You had to drive 2 minutes to Starbucks, and you needed to adjust my chair to like whatever your flat back 12 feet away.
My wife and I are much different size. So she has like this much space in between her and the like all the way up. Like I literally can't even get into the car. I have to like reach in, push it back before I can. She sits on there, probably like you, all alert already, but she's just like as close as you can.
That is me when I'm driving.
So apparently Musique fought Leonidas as well. Musique and I are really close in ranking. I'm catching up to him. Every time he's about to lose a match, he starts sweating. And he comes on here, tries to get me to lose the match as well, so he can.
Are you guys gonna do some like crazy GAC work when that happens? Is there gonna be a head-to-head live stream?
Oh yeah, I would love to. Apparently, I think he could easily beat me. Anyone who plays, has seen me play, I tell them exactly how they can beat me. And believe it or not, Leonidas does it. I scouted him already. And he puts an okay defense, nothing crazy, but he cheeses his fleets and he brings like all his good fleets on offense. So
I do the same thing.
Yeah, so it counters my entire strategy. Like it just, because if you have a strong ground, just don't mess with the RNG of fleet and just overkill it. So, and beat them off of
That's
efficiency.
literally that's my theory, and it usually works for me. But that's from someone who like doesn't have a strong ground. I just figure that's the only way I can get 2 territories.
Yeah, that
when you
makes sense.
turtle.
Yeah, because if you block into 1 or something, you win
Yep.
2 to 1, or none to 1.
That's generally the case. If I'm winning, it's because I've blocked them on a wall.
Yeah.
And I was able to get 2.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I can't. I probably, honestly, I probably could if I put. I have the datacrons right now where I think I could put down some serious walls if I really wanted to turtle. I just think that it would be horrible for streaming because I'd be like, watch me struggle to clear a wall. and maybe they'll not clear, but I think I have good enough datacrons right now with the Attackercron, Revacron.
I think you would be better at turtling than I am because you understand the off-meta stuff a lot more than I do. So it would be more interesting to like me. I'm like, I don't know what works. Whatever. Good luck.
Well, you just put your,
I think, would be like.
Yeah, you just
You'd
put
be
your
like, oh, I
GLs
have
down.
the Malico Seer, and I'm going to use this cup strategy that takes cup with Moff Gideon, and it defeats all the GLs. And I'd be like, where the hell did you learn that? And that would be you.
Well, I think if I had your account, I would be absolutely crushing, but I would have changed because you focus on TB and getting all those extra missions and the 15 would it, and 100% I'd be like, yeah, sorry guys. I got to get Seer Malicos ready. I got to get like DTMGs, even like trench. I would get it all up, and I would not turtle.
I planned on getting Seer Malicos because I have Seer for JM Jedi Cal Kestis mission.
Yeah, I was so sad with your account. I was like, oh, your Ufus, your poor Ufus.
My goal after Gungans was to do that, but then they released the Lover Boys, and I need to get that up. I need to finish that, and then we have all this Ahsoka content coming up. So I'm just like, I don't. There's no space.
No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, because I want them too. I have all the characters. I have them unlocked.
I have no farmable characters left.
I do. I'm believe it or not, I'm running out of accelerated farms now. So now I'm only doing. I'm like moving on up. So
You're getting there.
Yeah, slowly but surely. But not yet. Not yet. Working on it. It is hard. I thought it would take a lot longer to farm all the things, but shard farming, if you focus on it for a good 3 years, you can knock it out.
Yeah, shard farming's not too bad. It's mindless. It's quick comparatively over the long term of the game. You don't have to like worry about strategy there. You just do a couple of them at a time, and you'll do it before their release cadence.
Yeah, that's true. Because I thought it would be harder to farm unaccelerated farms, but like right now, I'm almost done with my Gungans. It really isn't, and I didn't even do the maximize the marquee. I didn't buy any packs to get the free ones. So once I get to the point where I can start doing that, I think my unaccelerated farms, like I'll be where you are, where 2-3 months I'll have them unlocked, and then I could start working on them. But that's in the future. Not yet. I just have too much stuff to work on because I'm finishing. Yeah, what's up?
I was gonna say that when you're done with that, I'll be on to my next goal. Be like, oh, all my characters are relic now. So good luck.
Yeah.
That's your next one.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to unlock everything first, but I am close to, or I started working on the Lover Boys in Quad May as I just finish my relics on JMK. So I'll probably just like relic.
I finished mine shard farming. I need to get them to relic 9 for that event. My Padawan is R8, but my Master Qui-Gon's only R5 right now. I think I can do it before the next event.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just like, I have them both at gear 11, which is that's something for me.
Oh, I went hardcore. I was doing 5 refreshes a day.
Oh wow.
To get those guys done quick.
Well, because I need all that signal data is the worst.
That's why I did it.
The bane of my existence. So I think I am gonna start. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me what you think, but like I think I'm going to R7 JMK and then R7 Cat and then move on from there because I think at R7 here. Let's move this down real quick.
They're generally good at R7.
Yeah, because I honestly for rote was my biggest thing because I think R5 even R3 like right now you saw she's R3 she worked just fine.
Yep.
And she ramps and everything, but I was thinking if I can get her to R7, then at least for 3 days, right? I can use them in rote. So for JMK,
and your build won't hit you.
Yeah, JMK Cat, and then I do have Yoda, General Kenobi, Shock T, even R2 if I really wanted to. So I have a team there. As long as I have Cat there, I think I could use them in rote. And I just don't want to have them JMK be like a 1 day rote. So,
yeah, like the early. It's so weird hearing you talking about TB.
Well, I do consider it. I play everything. I do. I try to maximize like everything. But it is a consideration because like I have so much that is just because after I do the first 3 days, literally my TB is I do the middle fleet farm, and then I deploy, and that's all I can do. Like I don't have full like R8 teams. I have JML, but he can't do anything, even in those middle zones or in the light zones. Like he's just like I have JML with Radis, what was it? Han Solo, General Kenobi. Like it's not
Meanwhile,
enough.
my guild, somebody over deployed on day 4 and completely screwed it up. So I had to like redo our whole strategy, which took forever. And I was like, oh, we could get it in day 5 if everybody gets like 8 million combat mission points. Then we'll be good. Like we'll be able to get the same thing. We don't have to worry about it. And I think I pulled like 12 million in that day just from doing all the combats in day 4 and even the day 5 combats, like the R9 combats.
Did you guys pull it off?
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
We went from 39 to 37 though, so it's really not that big of a deal.
Honestly, it's so negligible.
It is. It really is at that level. We got both bonus planets.
Honestly, all it does to me is shows me that like 2 things. 1, the guild is focused, right? So like they follow orders, they do their farms, they farm platoons, and 2, competent officers. That's it. Like that's why I look at stars. Is like, okay, does the guild follow orders? Do they like focus their farms? Are they 50, selfish players, or can they get together, actually accomplish
and
something?
Put something together.
Yeah, and then 2.
And my guild's usually very good at that. We just had one. Mistakes happen, and they're always going to happen.
Yeah, I've seen my officers do it. I was like, come on, guys, like, you kidding me, right?
I've done it before too. I've never over deployed on a thing, but I'll be like, oh crap, I forgot that we needed Star Killer this day in neutral platoons, and I put mine in dark platoons, and but thankfully those are smaller mistakes that are much easier to recover from.
Yeah, because I saw, I was like, come on, like they just deployed at the same time, like dummies.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, guys.
Well, the way that it should work is we block off deploys about 20 million outside of target.
Yeah.
And then when we do our walk up, like we talk about it. So we'll be like, all right, I'm doing the walk up now, just to make sure that doesn't happen from the officer side.
Yeah, I think that's what they do too, but I don't know. It only happened once and they fixed it, but it's a really good, like my guild's good. They're a bunch of good. The officers are good. But this one mistake. You don't have a GL yet? Yeah, that is pretty hard. Especially with like Lightspeed bundles and with Naboo, like guilds right now, they're kind of stingy, right? Like the recruiting. I was looking at like, because every so often I just like, just peruse, just see like, hey,
you just want to see.
Yeah, just window shopping, like, oh, that's a Gucci purse right there.
I told my guild leader. I was like, I just want to go on the recruiting server and put my account there and just see what happens. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I just wanted to see how many messages I get.
Yeah, if like Ma or Ka is just like, hey, Egnards.
It's Egnards.
Yeah, yeah. Just oh, thank you. You just want the compliments. Like, give me compliments.
Exactly. I just want people to reach.
Yeah,
I just want some love in my life.
yeah. But I just go and see because I am interested because my account's getting up there right now, right? Like I always think I'm
You're
like
jumping
this.
there.
Yeah, I'm like this teeny tiny account, but now I'm at what, like close to 9.5 million. It's like, yeah, that's like a respectable number right there. So,
And with how well you play GAC, like you get I just want to be called pretty. I love it. Yes, I do.
yeah.
Yeah, like you get enough crystals where you can advance pretty well, pretty quickly.
Yeah. So I do outspeed because when I first joined my guild, I was at the bottom, like the very, very bottom, and now I'm in the upper half. So generally I do like progress faster than the average player, but the average player doesn't maximize fleet and GAC and everything. I think that the average in my guild is probably like Kyber 4 or something.
Yeah.
Do you get these guys too that are like, we got the viewers for you?
We do. I do. Um I'm on your Twitch. If you want me to moderate, I can do that for you, so you don't have to worry about it. But then your viewers will get mad because they'll be like, "Oh, Cap's ignoring chat again. How dare him?"
I do. They still bring it up to this day about the last time you're on. They're like, yeah, since Captain ignores his chat, and other people are like, hey, you respond like immediately. I'm not used to that. Other content creators, they're like, you gotta wait like 10 minutes, if that, to maybe for them to maybe say something to you, you know?
Yeah,
But
my whole thing is the whole reason I do these streams is to chat with people. So like I'm constantly reading my chat.
yeah,
Because
like,
that's what I want to do. Like I can play the game from my bed more comfortably. That's not what it's about.
yeah. Well, I 100%. I'm hooked on. I'm now hooked on this PC client, especially being able to not. What do you call it? Preload. That's money right there.
Yes, I saw that, and it annoys me so much that like I can't use it. Like I want to use the PC client, and it won't let me. And I know it's
What?
usable on Mac.
Oh, because of
Somebody
Mac.
posted
Oh
an
yeah.
app. And I have a PC. It's just not very good, and I'm not booting it up every day just to get like my daily or whatever done. But there's somebody figured out a way to get it on Mac without doing like the whole boot camp, dual boot, like get Windows, like without doing that. But there's two types of Macs. There's the M1 Macs and the Intel Macs, and it only works on the M1 Macs. And I, of course, have an Intel Mac.
I didn't know there's such a difference.
I didn't know there was a difference until I tried to use that app to make this game work. And they're like, nope, you don't have the right chipset.
Oh, it sucks.
I was like, oh, damn.
All right, so let's do this comparison. So we got Leonidas, much bigger account, 11 million. So
You got this, man.
I honestly, I think I could probably full clear. I just think he's gonna beat me on efficiency, more than likely, if I had to guess. So I wouldn't even say I have an advantage on on mods. I still think I would still say he probably has an advantage on me, just with double my 6 mods and okay speeds, I guess.
But I mean, you're used to that. Like everybody that you play has an advantage on you, and then you just beat them down into submission.
Not always mods. Like, because he has more than enough here that he can from the 15 to 24 range to have like competent teams, but not always. Like you can see here, a good Ray, little low on health, but like decent mods on there, on his GLs too. And then beats me in fleets too. So has double my, or not double now, because I don't have JMK in the lockout, so I don't have JMK right now. Even though it shows like JMK, I don't have him.
The compare doesn't.
I missed it. Do you know how far off I was from having him from lockout? I was literally like seconds, because I was doing the event. I woke up, I'm like doing the event, I decided to like unlock him, accelerate it because I bought the $10 pack, Monday pack, because I woke up and it was there. And I was like, oh, I can do the lock, or I can unlock JMK. Yeah, and then you got to do this stupid events. You got to do the events to unlock him. And then I'm like, oh, because I had an hour and I'm like doing them as fast as I can. And there was those $5 packs to get like the energy. So I was like, oh, I could maybe I can unlock him right now. And then I was like running through and I like barely missed it. So I was like, oh,
you guys hear that? Cap is a try-hard whale. Well, just throwing his credit card.
No, I fully say for big things I'll spend a little bit of money for big things.
Yeah.
So it's just a little. So for honestly just not for the competitiveness. I want it right now. Like, oh, I could have JMK right now. Like for $20? Yes. Yeah, I'll do that.
That's the hard part is dealing with that, like FOMO, like, yeah, I need that dopamine hit of getting the character I've wanted.
It doesn't bother me because it's every like how often do I unlock a GL? Not very long. All right.
For me, it's once a year.
Yeah. I don't know, every few months or so for me. All right, so this is this guy's defense. We got Egnards and my face in the way, but I'll move it all the way up. So we have Leia over here, DTMG. What kind of... With these Datacrons now, you never know. Oh, he has the Cheater Cron.
Oh, that Tank Cron.
Yeah, but, you know, I think I still can beat it with what do you call it? Radis. Because he takes off it has protection disruption in the ult. So I'm pretty sure I can still beat it with Radis. Not the best place to put the tank run. I guess we'll see, right? We'll see. Crappy Dash. Crappy Inquisitors. Third Sister. I'll probably Bane this.
I'm playing a very similar defense. I was looking at it just before. I tried to Treya the Reva and got stomped.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's pretty risky.
It usually works for me.
With the good one?
Even against the Reva Cron, it usually works. But it did not work today. So I think I'm going 0 for 3.
Really?
It's all right. I'll do better next week.
So I have Lord Vader. I like to Bane Lord Vader just because it's so reliable. Like it's just like crazy easy. I think I'm gonna Jabba this. It's so ridiculous. I don't know.
Is that the Tech Cron?
Quad May? Yeah. I think I'm a Jabba it. I don't want to mess around with it. I'm just gonna feed her to the Rancor and then clean up the rest.
I feel like without Palcron, you could just gas that.
Well, I don't... Is it... Which...
Don't... Listen, can I just tell you, don't take advice from me when it comes to GAC. That's the stupidest thing that you can do. Okay, so I could possibly... I don't know if they have the damage with Techron. But without her ramp or without her Omicron that messes up cooldowns, I probably maybe have the possibility of using bounty hunters here. But I think because if you look at here, like there's Beck. I'm probably going to dash Han Chewie, Phasma, whatever, right? Like it's Phasma. Ray, I'll probably Star Killer. Ray. I've been using the Attacker Cron with Star Killer. Oh, you try it? Yeah, I mean they have no Datacron on there, which even with the Datacron and a like baby cow, it just like it's so strong. It just chews them right up. So yeah, so I'm thinking JML, Jabba, Star Killer, whatever. Dash Han Chewie, maybe CLS there or something, I don't know. And then Bane, whatever, Radis, Reva is what I'm thinking so far on this front one.
And
See,
that's
this is what I
still,
was talking to you about last night. I'm like,
yeah.
I learned so much just from listening to you go over these GAC defenses.
Yeah, and I honestly not like you look at this and you're like, hey, this is a pretty good defense, but honestly for me this is unless RNG can hit at any time, but looking at this defense, I don't see anything here that's like a showstopper.
Beatable.
Yeah, and they have like decent crons. Honestly, JML, but look at this. Look, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I love doing this for him.
Yeah,
So
I get it. You have an R9 JML.
no, I wasn't even going to mention that whatsoever, to be completely honest with you. But thank you for mentioning it. Keep reining in those compliments.
It's just one of those things.
No, so both of these are really strong against Lord Vader, right? Like they both have I'm pretty sure she cleanses basic, like she cleanses the weakest ally, right? She has a cleanse, so. But this Kron, with the 50% more turn meter, damage they reduce by 75% for Galactic Republic. So now the dots don't do anything. They have great survivability. And so this is like the perfect Lord Vader comp right here. Like really strong.
I just use, I don't know about the new Datacron set, but I have bow. So I just use bow.
Well, I would throw her on defense personally. I know you probably.
Do you think right? No, that's important to me because as someone who likes to turtle, I want the strongest defense possible, and I'll figure everything else out.
Well, because you probably have JML on defense, right?
I have all of them on defense.
Yeah, so I would rather, because if you think about it, would you rather attack a JML or would you rather attack a Bo-Katan? But they're both can beat Lord Vader, right? And then JML is pretty flexible. And yours is R8, which is like, might as well be like R3. So that like, but a Bo-Katan has really strong, it's really strong. And a lot of people just don't understand it, especially in Kyber 2.
Because it's still new.
Yeah, so I 100%, I would say you would get more holds with your Bo-Katan than JML. And then they both.
Look into that.
Yeah, and they both do the same job of whatever they can be. Like JML can do it on offense.
I gotta tell you, yesterday, I guess I was drinking at the time, but Scribe and I both made an R9 bet.
Yeah, I saw the video.
I'm terrified that he's gonna be like R9 JML. I'd rather him say Cup.
So the bet was for Traya slaps Bo-Katan. Maybe Traya slaps JML too. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they both pretty much have similar functionalities, but I think if you, depending on what you use for Traya, I don't know. I would be more scared of a Bo-Katan than a JML on defense personally. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so your bet was not the next raid. The next raid, you're in concurrence, like Ahsoka.
I think he thinks Thrawn content. I think Ahsoka, and I'm like they're the same thing.
For the next, not the next one, but the one after that.
Correct. So there's no payout on this bet for like at least a year and a half.
Yeah, so 2026 ish,
or
end of 2025.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know, honestly. I wouldn't even know, because I was thinking about it and I was like, because we know it's going to be Ahsoka for the next one, right? But
yeah,
we don't know the theme of whatever they want to do. I think Andor is fair, right? Because they're going to have like season 2. I think you're right. What was his again?
But it's an interest. His was Acolyte.
Acolyte?
I haven't seen it all, but I don't see anything in there that's raid worthy.
I haven't. I haven't watched it yet. Not everything. Sooner or later, but I don't know.
I'll get to it.
Maybe
it's an interesting bet because there might not be a payout, right? Because it's very specific.
Yeah, I think maybe the one after that will be Acolyte. Because if we have a year from now, right? Then they have to do the unlocks for that. So, like 6-ish months. And then so by that time we could have the raid. So I think not the next one. or the one after that. But the one after that
And
is Acolyte.
we're coming into 20th anniversary territory for the other prequel stuff, but I just feel like it's all Galactic Republic, and how many times are they going to make us do Galactic Republic on a raid?
Yeah, it would have to be Clone Trooper based stuff for that.
Oh, that's not. I didn't consider that when I was talking about this yesterday. That's a shit. I don't want to bet with you because that's because I had said that. I was like, oh, I feel like it's going to be that theme, but Galactic Republic. I didn't even consider clones.
Yeah, 100% clones. So maybe Clone Troopers. I don't know. I could see it.
I think I see that as a strong contender, honestly.
All right, so let's jump into this. See how it goes.
Yeah, you start your battle and talk about the battle. I'll interact with your chat so they don't get pissed off at you.
I don't
It'll be
generally. Let's do that. I'm just gonna, for now, I'm gonna work down this fatty. I think I am gonna like just keep going all in on her, just as fast as I can. Just take her down, and then I'll deal with Maul after that, since he already like blew his load, right? So I'm just gonna try to.
Yeah, but he's like a 20-year-old. Like he's very virile. Like
he goes down quick. He goes down quick. All right. The good thing is they both did their dazes at the same time. So I can cleanse it is good, and they're both cleansed at the same time. Yeah, so I'm not happy about him ramping as much as he did with both of them alive. So see all the damage they're doing. But I still think
I didn't look at the data cron. Is there a tank cron on this one?
On these guys?
I guess there isn't.
No, it was a Ninth Sister Cron. All right, so after he's down, once I ult here, I think, and my Datacron is doing like the Lord's work. So once I ult with JML, I should be sitting pretty good. I'm still gonna like push damage here. So as you can see here, like I'm just gonna keep him controlled for now, and then I think I still have a really good chance of doing this. All right, so I'm gonna ult here, and so now I can like just keep him ability blocked the whole time. Let's heal, and then boom, like, oh no, man, I love shock.
This is like me playing the GC an hour ago.
He might, honestly, I might be in trouble here because he's like,
he's ran.
Yeah, he's like, he has so much health too right now. We'll see how it goes.
This is not helping your case for me taking JML off of defense.
Well, it's like sometimes it's like that, you know how it be. All right. Oh man, he's healing.
That's what's killing you right now.
Yeah, he's just so thick. So I might lose this if he. It's just like the thickness of this guy is insane. Yeah.
That's the problem with Lord Vader.
Yeah, it's that beginning, just that all that mastery he got in the beginning. Yeah. And now I'll take this, but I can clean it up with bounty hunters, no problem. But not the biggest fan of having to use this. But I still have. It's okay. It was just paired with Thickron and how long it took to get through. So it did the work. Mandalore Beskar, yeah. I don't think I need a Kron here, but Yeah. So not the happiest about that, but still okay. Like not the end of the world. Honestly, I depending on how everything goes, maybe lost on efficiency based on purely that.
Yeah, but
As
you know what? The same thing can happen to him too, right? Like because
yeah,
I find it
100%.
happens a lot where
Yeah.
I go, oh, I've lost to this, and then I come back and somehow they lost battles that I thought they couldn't possibly be lost.
And honestly, this is um why I like using JML first is because if I use Bounty Hunter first, right, and it died, then I feel like, hey, Mr. Fuentes, I feel like it's a huge waste, but I almost never get to use Fennec. So it's like,
Yeah,
okay, it's fine for me to use something like that.
that you never.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't play. My defense honestly is a little better now. It's just that my opponents are so strong that it's not enough. Like I don't build. I don't have like
You need AGL.
yeah, I have like B and C tier defenses, and it's not enough. So they're not beating me like solos or full on solos. They still have to use real teams. Hey, Nihil. Thanks for all the good work you're doing for the community, spending time to help with others. You're looking forward to review your roster. Yeah, sure. I'll see if I can do it. Just let me know who, or like post on here on my Discord or something, so I can get to you as soon as I can. Because you didn't you didn't tell me your roster or your ally code or anything. But yeah, go ahead and let us know or let me know, and then I'll get to it as soon as I can. Hey, Fire Marshal, how's it going? It's going okay so far.
Oh, Fire Marshal. Oh, he probably. I forgot to tag everybody. Fire Marshal is one of my guildies.
Oh, is he? I think
Yeah.
this is the second time I've seen him.
Yeah, I can't see his comments because I'm on Twitch right now. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's a good guy.
Nice.
No, I'll watch you on Twitch and on YouTube.
Got to double dip.
Double dip that chat.
All right, so I think I'm gonna use. I don't know if I want to use a thick cron here or an attacker cron. I think maybe a thick cron, just in case they start hitting me back. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of this damage is percent health damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I think I'm gonna go all in on mace. Yeah, all in on mace. Try to kill him as fast as I can. There you go. And see, this is where that thick cron does some good work. All right, let's do this. Try to. Okay, cool.
Ooh, all right, you're good.
Maybe. See, this guy's the buttest of holes. The buttest of holes.
He does hit.
Yeah, and then
he hit like 4 times in a row.
Yeah, there you go. See, and every time I stun him, he gets a turn like right away. Like a... Alright, there you go. Alright. There you go. So this works, but this is why I use the Thickron. Because without that Thickron, I do not think they would have... they could survive the onslaught that is. Yeah. No, I saw like ignoring on the corner of my eye, and I was like, "Are you guys serious already? Already?" I was like, "Come on."
No.
Yeah. You know,
you don't have your chat in your thing, which is probably better. I've been thinking about getting rid of the chat in there just to be able to.
I used to, and the reason I stopped before was because I was like making shorts with the content, and I just didn't want like
that in there.
Now it doesn't matter, but yeah. Have you seen this? Have you seen the attacker cron against Ray?
No.
Or the attacker level 6? Oh, it's so fun. Let's see how it goes, but it's been pretty consistent. Do you have one? I have 2, I think. The problem with these...
should be consistent without it, right? Because it's Star Killer versus Ray, but without any of the special stuff that normally makes that impossible.
So it can
no
it can go bad. It can go bad. And this is a pretty strong Ray, like, because like if you get double whirlwind on Ray, like Palpatine just dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't honestly in 3v3, it's just inconsistent. That's just how it is. All right, so take that off, and then this is where you start seeing the magic. See that? So one special. Do I want to stun yet? No one has a turn here, so I'm not going to stun yet. But what, like, it's so good. Watch. Okay, so he didn't get to get it. But let's bring you into damage immunity.
I'm hoping you get the bug because I have not seen the SK double bug yet.
See, and then now here, if I bring him into half and then she kills my, yeah, see. So it's a little worrisome here because I'm gonna get her, or if I get him into half health, she'll whirlwind again.
The whirlwind.
Yeah, so I'm kind of even thinking maybe I'll just like hold off for a second. See. All right, let's see this. All right, so that was a good call.
Good.
Yeah. See.
You good?
See, big brain over here.
Yeah, I don't know. You almost lost that.
No. So 100% if I would have, because I know you like tiny brained individuals. Just kidding. No, so the like 100% that my first instance would have, or my first thought process would have been like, oh, I'm going to, man, this guy. Let's do this. He's just gonna steal my banners. Oh, okay, good. So the first thought is like, oh, I'm gonna bring him into damage immunity, right? That's what everyone's thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, I need to get this guy into damage immunity. But if I did, then shoot a whirlwind, I would have lost Palpatine. And I still think with this Datacron, I still could win, just because every time he does anything, he's hitting twice. So it's really powerful, but
you need to play that efficiency game because you're the small boy.
Yeah, well, I probably already lost, but maybe I can lose if you lose Palpatine early enough. It's still possible, and that's why I don't like using Star Killer in 3s, is because there's no tank there to absorb the Ray whirlwind, and so Palpatine goes down like a just a sack of potatoes, I guess. I don't know what else he could go down like.
Good morning, Reaper. How's it going?
Hey.
Sorry, I'm your chat support for the day.
Yeah.
So that Cap can focus on winning and his big brain strategies.
You gotta have the 5 head. All right, so I don't know how strong tech is, to be completely honest, because there's a lot of things I can do here. I can go with this cheater protection cron, but I kind of want to save those. But I do have 3 of them. Or no, I have 2 maybe. But they're good.
I don't think
3?
Again, I would never take advice from me on GAC, but I feel like throwing Jabba at this, especially because it's not POW and Master Qui-Gon. I think this is a significant, like a huge overkill.
Maybe. I can go with maybe this.
Again, don't take advice from me because I don't want to be responsible for your loss. And 2, I play GAC at a very low level of effort.
I'm a little hesitant because my last match, Quad May took me to task. Like, she just bent me over, and I was like,
was that with Lover Boys or was that a regular?
No, with Padme lead, with Quad May as a teammate, and then Snips, believe it or not, but with Padme Cron. Hey, Iceman. So it just wrecked me.
You can be my wingman anytime. See that? You see what I did there?
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll just go with like this. I don't care about this cron. I'll just do this. This should be fine. I never use that Datacron anyways. All right. So I think it should be fine. I don't foresee tech like wrecking my face. I guess I'll
I've heard it's a good Datacron, but like I think you're gonna be all right with this.
I think so. Let's do that. Let's do this. Clear this stuff. Start working on my ult. And I think as long as I can keep building some ult charge over here, then I should be fine. She looks close to death here, but her recovery is like insane, right? So
yeah, if you.
But she doesn't have. She has buff immunity. So, all right, there you go. So I should be fine now.
Boom. That's easy. See, you could do well. No, never mind. Don't throw it on auto because you don't want to lose your banners.
I think it'll be okay. Because if I keep her alive, I don't know how survivable she is, but essentially, if I keep her alive, then I can. Because she's like not taking any damage from these things, right? The only annoying part is I could only build all off of Jabba attacks. Oh man, see how much like damage?
They're definitely not making raid content off of Star Wars Outlaws, Bash. It's not going to happen. One, it's a video game, so it's not mass market. Comparative to the movies and the TV shows, you alienate a much bigger portion of your audience. And two, unless Disney intervenes and says, no, you have to do that, it's a Ubisoft game. So, like, EA is not going to choose to make content off of another, off of what would promote another developer, unless Disney intervenes there.
You think they wouldn't?
I don't think. I mean, IP. It's the IP, and I'm sure Disney has ownership of everything in that regard. So, like, they'd be able to. But I don't. Unless Disney said, "Yo, you have to do this," and there's really no reason for them to, unless there's no reason for them to do that, unless there's a second game and Disney wants to push it heavier. KOTOR is different because KOTOR it's EA, isn't it? Like it was one of their studios that did it.
She's doubt. Can you believe that? All right, let's cleanse all this BS. You know what? Let's just kill you. But see how like crazy this team is? A non-GL team would absolutely struggle against this garbage. Quadme is really strong. I'm really looking forward to getting her on my team.
I mean, I haven't. Mine's R5. Her stuff is not.
Is she on defense for you?
No, I have her on offense right now, so I can definitely use her. I didn't invest a ton in the mods yet. I've been definitely hurting in the mods department with how much content has been coming out.
What do I want to do here? Let me look at a budget counter for this. A budget. What is this? Do some insights. So it's these that are like the worst, where it's just like not strong, right? Like it's not, but I don't want to overcommit something on the front wall without seeing what they have. And the fact that they have this Datacron, it's like that Datacron's honestly not that bad. With an Omicron. So it's not exactly a pushover team. It's not an A tier team, but it's just enough where it might get you if you don't take it serious.
You and your fancy tools.
Yeah. I don't know what they have here. Okay, so the good thing is they don't have a good level 6, but it is a thick cron. And retribution can be pretty annoying. And 50% crit avoidance with thick cron. So, like I said, this team is not, it's not a pushover, but I think something like CLS could beat it, right? Yeah, 100%. Wampa, do I wanna, you know what? Let me do something. Let me delve into here.
He's getting all nerdy here. Fire Marshal, that's what I was telling him. I said I use gas too, but with that tech cron, I told him, don't listen to me, because when he loses, I don't want to be blamed.
I don't think my gas has the juice, to be honest. Here, let me show you. As much as I
more carbonation.
Yeah, as much as I love him, this guy, I don't think he can. I don't think he can. I don't think he can ramp. I don't think he can. I don't think he can ramp enough, to be completely honest.
What even is that?
I don't think he can. I don't think he has the juice, to be honest. He ramps. He ramps pretty beautifully. I know he does. I know he does, but like it just. I don't think he has the juice right now.
Oh man.
He's a work in progress.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I have a lot in my account that would curl your toes. It's a tough life. It's a tough life here where I'm at in this world. You got to make decisions. You got to make decisions. Just terrible.
I know. I do understand that, but that's just.
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
That hurts my soul too.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta make the hard decisions. That's 4 Zetas, a ton of Kyrotech.
That is true.
And he doesn't. I'm not farming for Bo-Katan or Lord Vader, and he doesn't give me anything right now. And honestly, he's not right now. No, and he's pretty mid on defense and on offense. So it's like. You know, because if you look at everything that I'm farming, I would just rather have that than gas. It's just that simple.
Oh my God. I mean, I get it. I understand your logic, but
I know.
But the thing that you do have to remember, and you have time, obviously, you are a high-end player, right? At
high-ish.
Almost 10 million. You're in high-end. You don't need Ahsoka right this second. But you're going to be in a guild that is going to want newer stuff. And I'm telling you, that raid is coming in February, March. And you don't want to be caught with your pants down.
I'll be okay. I'll walk around with the trench coat. So look at this guy, 73% on 3v3, but 37% on 5v5. Isn't that kind of nuts?
It is crazy how 3v3 can change things so drastically.
Yeah, who's like this lover of 3v3 that they're just like, yeah, that's my jammy jam. That's where I need to be. All right, let's look at it. I
do better in threes.
It's a mixed bag for me because I don't have the. It's not that I don't have the teams, but if someone throws down like all the GLs on 5v5, like whatever, easy day for me. I'll get through that. But 3v3, there's so many teams that it's really stretches my roster, especially just because, yeah, like it's just a lot more teams. Because I still have to beat those GLs, and then also the conquest character teams that they throw down, and usually Riva, and you know how it is, right? Like you do it. You're the gauntlet that I usually have to go through.
Yeah, Fire Marshal. I think we need to cancel Captain Amazing. We're gonna start a campaign over his gas.
All right,
opinion.
So Finn, Poe, Zori. I need to save something for that. SOKR could do that. I need to save Treya for Gungans. So I need to save Treya. I need to save Finn, Zori. I could Savage this. So CLS, C3PO, Chupio. I can Savage that. And then whatever for that. Okay, so I don't think I need CLS anywhere, right? to be completely honest. So I'll use CLS here. Easy day. Gas is gonna have to. Gas is gonna have to wait.
Hey Zavor, how's it going?
Great.
Cap, I was thinking about this yesterday actually, and it bothered me. I was playing board games with Moonborn, and Punk joined us. He was watching, and I was saying that you came onto my stream yesterday with a song, and it got stuck in my head. But I know it did.
I know it did. Yeah, I heard you. You were like, "Oh, fucking song stuck in my head."
But I can't remember what it was. Do you remember what song it was?
Yeah, it was. First, I was afraid. Okay, I was petrified to think that I could ever live without you by my side.
I was like cracking up, telling them about it, and I was like, I don't remember what song it was, but it was very funny.
Yeah. Hey, Simati, how's it going? It's okay. It's an okay amount of datacrons. I don't think I need this much of stuff. I can do this. That's a lot of accuracy. Crit avoidance, offense, crit chance. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so that, I do remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. It just like it popped in my head when I laid down because I went to go to bed or something. Man. Or what am I gonna do here? I guess I got a basic. Let's clear all this garbage off you guys. I do want to kill you. I want to end your life. So let's confuse you. Let's do this. Yeah, sure. You just have 10. You just gotta farm them. Continue to confuse you. Okay, there you go. Cool. Let's continue to blind you. Blinded by the light. Alright, cool. Finish this. So pretty easy fight right here, right? Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
Puts in the work.
Yeah, pretty easy. Easy day. We'll see on the back wall if this was like a foolish grave mistake. Yeah. Alright, so is it bounty hunters? Okay. So it wasn't what I thought it would be. But not bad. So Gungans. Bounty hunters fine. Boss Kron. More now Scribe 2.0. I usually don't. I don't start singing spontaneously. Usually not.
When I was doing a deep dive on Scribe before talking to him, I noticed that he likes to sing, and I was like, man, I need to start doing that more because that's my level of weird. And that's what I do in my real life, and I try to tone it down while I'm streaming. I'm like, no, people don't want to listen to me singing.
I think people like spontaneous singing. I don't know why.
But that's like my wife she'll be like, "You're being really annoying. I need you to calm down." And that's my normal life. She's like, "You're at a 10, and I need you at like a 3."
Duet. I don't have a singing voice. I don't know if you guys know this, but my singing ability is lacking. Very lacking.
See, yeah, Zavor knows. Like, I try really hard to hide the singing, but every once in a while you'll catch me, like, mumbling under my breath.
Mumble rap?
Yeah, mumble rap. I can't rap. I can't talk fast. And when I talk fast like that, it just doesn't work.
All right, so I'll go with the cheater protection up Kron on this one. See how that goes. See if it helps out. Look at that. Yeah. Beat my dude down. Oh, yeah. Cheater Kron. Cheater Kron. Yeah. Oh, Cheater Kron.
No, it's just one of those things, like I said to you before, like, when you use that Datacron, you got it. Like, it's screwy if you don't use it, because, like, you had to waste all those materials, you know, like...
I don't, no, I was just seeing what people think, and I know no one's gonna be like, I'm gonna use the honorable thing.
Yeah,
Like,
not a single
yeah.
person is.
There's some things where I think I would draw a line. There's some ones that I'm like I'm not gonna put this stuff on defense against my opponent. I think I don't know. I just I can, like I absolutely can, and I just like on offense. I think anything on offense is a like open game, but on defense, I don't know. I just feel I feel bad winning based off something like that personally. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
everybody's used. I think I don't know if I have one, but
Yeah, I have a
that's
bunch,
everybody.
but I don't use it on defense, and I absolutely can. Like I said, I could put down a serious defense, and if my guild was like, hey, we're doing this for TW, I wouldn't be like, you you guys have no honor. You know, like I
I'm
wouldn't care.
telling on you guys.
No, I wouldn't care. I would do it. Like, so the cool thing with this Cheatercron is his protection is ramped so crazy that he's able to tank the damage that he's taking from Bane as well right now. So he's hanging in there even though like Bane's health is ramped and he's taking insane amounts of damage. So probably more from Bane than from Riva at this time. Yeah.
Zavor, the problem with me singing Hamilton is that I am basically a 40-year-old dad, and that means that I know 90% of the words to every song, but not 90% altogether. It's
Yeah.
like 10 words and then 2 words missing.
Why don't I auto? I don't know. Because I enjoy playing the match. Hey, Wolf. How are you doing? You're not conflicted on it?
And you know that they're not going to fix it, and that's one of the problems too.
Yeah. Gear 9 Bane? No. Like, you can use them to, like, with the C or something, but even then, right? Like, you're not going to get... the Rule 2 stuff does help, but he's not going to get the full benefit of it, and he's not going to be super useful, personally. Maybe Relic 9, but not Gear 9. I did lose 5. Oh, man. Oh, that's Galactic Republic. Okay, yeah. I did lose this one time in 5v5. I don't remember why. Maybe it was like a double tank or something.
That's embarrassing.
Is it? Do you know what's almost embarrassing too? I was like this close from clicking the wrong button. Like I was like this close. Like from just like that would be embarrassing. Like, oh, why'd you lose? I clicked the wrong button.
The sole reason that I lost my last match was because I sent in Riva and I forgot to use her datacron, which lost me that battle. And then I was just over it. I was like, I don't even care anymore.
After GAC, would I do a roster review? Maybe for the guy who donated, but he didn't say anything. Like I don't know if he's still here. Probably lurking in the shadows. Ever watchful. What do I want to use here? Protection 1. Let's see. He does give protection disruption, right? I'm like almost positive he does.
I think he does with the ult. Yeah, I see it. Four turns.
Yeah, protection disruption. Yep. That's my window. That's my very small window. I don't think I need anything specific here. Ability block would be pretty nice though. And this is tons of health and protection. He loves his protection. Maybe this one. Ability block, right? That's good. I don't need anything crazy here.
Yeah, I mean, I use Redis all the time. I think the only concern, obviously, is the Datacron, and how that's going to affect it is, I have no idea.
Oh, this is good, though. This one's... actually, maybe this one. The ramping protection, some defense, some health, and then the on basics, they get crit chance up, crit damage, offense up. Yeah, that'd be really good. That would put a fatty alt right there. So maybe this one. This one seems pretty good. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even think I should, if I can, try to avoid. Yeah, pretty happy I did that. All right, let's see. I don't know. If I can get around his ult, I'll probably start going after Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Or not Dark Trooper, normal Gideon. These guys actually hit pretty hard. So they're hitting like kind of ridiculously hard.
They do. It can be a scary battle, even though you know, like, that you have the advantage in it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm happy I have this protection ramping cron on him, because as you see, like he's getting wrecked there for a good amount of time. So, like if I didn't have this cron, he 100% I think would. Yeah, see, like even with it, he got bodied. Let's do this.
Yeah, but you get him back. It's not.
Well, he okay. There you go. Oh, and he's gone. Yeah.
You're almost at the ult though.
Yeah. And he's gone. All right, cool. And he has offense up. See, this is why I like that Datacron. Okay, so that guy's dead. There you go. Now we're cooking with fire here. All right, let's take your turn meter. Keep you in protection disruption a little longer. There you go. There you go.
Boom. Done.
Yeah. I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah. All right. What do I want to do with these losers?
I mean, you have to be concerned with Enfys a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it's... It seems like a cobbled together squad. It's not...
I actually have options. Maybe I should go to the back, clear that, see what I need for the front. Like let's do focus on the hardest teams first, and then go from there. All right, so this isn't even a strong Gungan team, honestly.
Yeah, without Jar Jar Cron, you're right.
Yeah.
It
doesn't even have Jar Jar.
All Gungans look the same.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do Sith here. Freya. I'm surprised to hear you say that though.
They all look the same. I'm not a Gungan super fan. I'm a Jar Jar super fan.
Is that Jar Jar? Yeah, they all look the same.
See, it's
like it looks like it does look like Jar Jar, right? But that looks like Jar Jar, but I think Jar Jar looks this way, doesn't he? You have Jar Jar. Does he look this way? He likes as you're looking at it towards the right.
I literally have no idea. I could not tell you.
Yeah, I don't know.
What I've been liking about the Gunkins though in threes is I will use the Jar Jar team against a GL.
Yeah.
And then I will use a 2-man with Phalanx and Boomadier.
Uh-huh.
And I will body whatever separatist team they have just with the 2-man. And no leadership.
So I'm just happy I don't have to deal with 2 stacks of this with the 2 stacks of the shield generator, because he doesn't have the level 9 for Boss Nass, because that's really annoying, right? Where you're like, oh, I finally got through this. And then boom, it's right back up. And then it's back. Okay. Who would you kill first? Who do you think is the biggest threat here? Maybe the Boomadier?
I mean, I don't actually think that there's a threat here anymore, but I would kill Boss Nass just, like, in my head, my thought process is
He's
In
the.
the event that I lose, there's no leader now for the cleanup.
Okay, 100%. I don't need to kill this guy. He's not doing anything. The only reason I wanted to maybe kill him first is because he steals banners like that a little, just a little bit. But I think I heal him back, which is not a big deal. Not a big deal, right? This guy's doing nothing.
He just sits there.
Yeah.
He's not the greatest tank in the world, honestly.
Yeah. Well, he does his job when the band's together. He does his job. And you got that nice.
Barely.
It's okay. You see, look at that. Valiant. Hey, Caleb Cook. Am I going on Beaver stream today? No, I don't think so. I have work, so I asked him. I asked him a few times, and he seemed interested, but he was not very consistent with the timeline that he wanted. And then he only approached me after he started doing his streamathon. And he didn't give me like a very realistic timeline. He's just like, hey, I'm streaming for 4 days. So I don't think I'm gonna have the time or the bandwidth to do it, to be completely honest. Great guy. I do like him, but I'm not gonna have the ability to do it because like after this I go to sleep and then I go to work. Like I don't know, you know. So save it and do Jedi Knight Revan. Save it for what? Here, this is what I like to say. Where would I use, like, what is the out of all this teams left? We have Zori, we have this team, we have Bounty Hunters, we have CLS. What's on the front? We have a Dash team. We have this team. So like out of all these guys, who would I save SOKR for? You know, like there's only one team here that's
crazy.
Yeah. Is worth
in terms of power.
Yeah, is worth. So you have to look when you're on the back wall, you know, like there's not much saving to do. You just gotta push through and beat the rest while you can. So this is the strongest team that they have right now. So I'm just gonna overkill it. Yeah. I don't remember what. Oh yeah, Lord Vader. That makes sense. So I was like, what did I lose? Yeah, Lord Vader. Yeah, I'm senile. All right, so good for that. This. What do I want to do for here? I think maybe Malgus for that, to be completely honest. I'll just use Malgus here. Why not? Yeah, I can use Malgus here. And then I can use... So I have Jedi. I have good Jedi. Malgus. Not on the front. I have Rey. Because I don't have Savage anymore. Hey, Blackhammer. Man, do you see this?
Oh, Blackhammer!
Do you see the
my best friend.
Yeah, do you see the disrespect here? The disrespect.
Well, that was my idea. Vash is 20 minutes late on Cancel Cap.
Yeah. Well, Black Hammer just comes here, completely disregards me. It's just like egg boy.
He's just waiting for his fuck you, Black Hammer.
Yeah. All right. This guy's crazy slow. I could probably Imperial Troopers that if I really wanted to. So what do I want to do that? Here. Hey, Jedi. I can Jedi this, probably. Or Rey. As dumb as that sounds. Rey this. Malgus the CLS. How strong of a Malgus do you need to kill a Datacron-less CLS?
My Malgus has never been taken off of defense.
Malgus is good. He's so good.
But when he first started, he was a defense defense character.
100%, but now he just gets beat by Cal Kestis.
Yeah, but then you can't use Cal Kestis somewhere else. So like I don't.
Yeah, but then there's always somewhere else, right? There's always something. There's always something. But then you can use them on offense. Where's my... Oh, yeah, here. I was like, where's the new button? It's right there. It was there all along. I'm pretty sure there's like tons that beat this. Okay.
So, Vora, they're basically war crimes.
For what?
Your honorable war speech and then going into committing these overkill atrocities.
Well, you know, what am I gonna do? Not kill them?
It's fine. Just I'm saying they are basically war crimes.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I think that there are Geneva Convention sanctions against the things that you're doing right now.
This isn't that bad. Let's see how this does. Yeah, I can do that. I'll use Grit Cron. Grit makes Malgus a spicy boy. Makes him a thick boy. Makes him right in all the... Has the curves in all the right places. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about.
I 100% know what you're talking about.
Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Sith Empire. Let's go with my Grit Cron here. Where are you at? Where are you at? Did I throw that away? Did I use it? No, I didn't. I never use this, and it has almost 20% health. So, yeah, let's do this. Oh, I'm not even attacking the right team. Yeah, it probably would have been fine too there, but.
Well, I was saying you were worried about these datacrons, and here I am thinking I was like, it's Bosk. Like, I think you're good.
What's a Boskron? I'm not worried about Boskron, but if it had like the cheater. Yeah. Yeah. Wolf knows what I'm talking about. He knows the sensual curves that Malgus has. You may say like, hey, this man's built like a box, but you take off these shoulder pads, you strip off this armor, and you see that he's right in all the right places. Yeah, he's right in all the right places. We
now know that Cap is a shoulder guy.
Who isn't?
He's all about the shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo.
I don't need a man with a big dick. I need a man with sexy shoulders.
Oh man, did you see that? I think you missed it. Oh man. CLS did a disappearing act there right off the bat. Oh, so good. Hilarious. That was good. Isn't afraid of the hag. I'm not sure. I know what a hag is, but I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yes, please explain it for the other people who don't understand.
The hag? I don't.
The unknown people.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about. I think I'm gonna use Ray for this, because why not?
Because that when I used to play GAC like more more seriously.
Actively,
I always enjoyed when you went up against a defense and then you had like leftover GLs just for those overkills, and you'd be like, all right, I'm throwing JMK against these Jawas.
Well,
see what happens.
I say that, right? And then they lose. Like, you know, like that's what happened to me with like last time I saved Ray for the overkill. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna overkill these guys and then go in, call it a day. Easy day. And I lost. Like I lost. Ray could not get through that team. And I ended up looking at it and deciding like, oh, if I would have moved things around, because my opponent, no one had cleared his walls. Like no one cleared his front walls, so I just had no idea. Like just absolutely no idea what he had back there.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I just had to like guess what I wanted to do, and you know, I guessed wrong.
So is it someone that moves their defense around a lot? Because if no one gets past their front walls, I just like I'll go back to last season
No, like
and
not.
I'll be like, oh, it's probably the same.
I don't know. Like like he was just really, really efficient. I couldn't find it from what I saw. Like no one just, like no one did it. But this is the next. What do I want to beat with these? All right, so I guess I'll Jedi that, and then I'll Sith Empire this, and then I'll Wampa the back one. That's what I'll do.
And then I like to watch you play fleets because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with fleets. I steamroll them. So it's always nice when I see people like use those crazy off meta fleets, and I'm like, that never works for me.
Fleets? Oh yeah, because you only used your main. Well, you did once when we talked about it, right?
Yeah, but you were talking me through the entire match.
All right, cool. This is the attacker cron actually, so honestly, I may have too much juice here.
That's the scary thing against this is like when you have to hope for Wampa to like miss because of that stupid potency revive.
We'll see. There is like one time where, like just where they had a round of turns there, where something like this, where she's gonna like do something that will keep her. So you just gotta keep going. I can kill Mon Mothma, hopefully, maybe. That would be cool. But there'll be a time. There'll be a time. A window. However brief.
It's a super fun battle. It is. It's basically.
See here?
Like
This is an opportunity here where I can kill this thing. And then, nope, no opportunity there. We'll see.
Sometimes you'll be like, all right, I lost this because of this stupid thing. And then it'll be like 45 seconds left. You go, oh, somehow Wampa missed or something stupid happened and you finally win it.
Yeah, we'll see. So maybe she'll do something here that'll allow me to just... Or maybe it'll glitch out.
I am not interested in any new game modes because the game already takes up too much of my time.
That's all. That's all Bones will talk about. He's just like, he just wants a new game mode.
Yeah, but so I don't know if you listened to the last Three Scoundrels or not, but you were on there, and I was channeling you. Like, I was asking him, what new game mode do you want? And he's like, I just wanted to go back to what it was. Like, that doesn't make sense. Do you want more content or no content? Because it sounds like you want both.
Like, I don't know. I get it. Like, because if you look at Marvel Strike Force, there's oh my god, Cal Katarn. The moment hit and he mother effer, like it fell off, and then he called her or gave it back to her. What the biggest holes of butt.
I think I would have basicked Kyle Katarn there.
There you go.
Okay. Good. Perfect.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Honestly, I was like, I'm gonna lose this one. That'd be funny if that lost me the GAC. Honestly, I would laugh. I wouldn't even be mad. I'll just be like, you know, just dems to breaks sometimes, right? Dems to breaks. Which I'm cool with. Sometimes it just be like that. Let's see, what do we have here? Turn meter, defense, health. Let's just go with the thick cron. Whatever. Let's get them nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. Alright. Who do I want to... I'll go for you first. What a weird trio to go with, you know what I mean?
I've seen it, actually, in the last, like, couple of matches.
This specific team?
Yeah, like, literally this team. And I feel like it just, people just don't know what to do with what they have left, and they throw in these guys.
I feel like these guys aren't the best. I guess, like, yeah. I don't know. It is filler, right? I guess. What do I want to do here?
Oh, I'm doing my raid right now at the same time, and I got charged on the last wave, and I've been watching Darth Maul just for the last 15 minutes just go, because he can't kill anything and they can't kill him, and they all heal by the time it's I hate it.
With Maul?
So like the 3-man Maul team, and in the last wave I got charged. So basically what ends up happening is it's just him alone. He gets everybody to red, and then they all take a turn and they're all at full.
Alright, so nothing here. That's too scary. I know Egnards' face is in the way. I can't do anything. Hold on, let's see. There you go.
Profundity?
Yeah, Profundity, Radis, Finalizer. So I'm gonna mirror this. Do the mirror. This is honestly, this is the only reason I farmed Profundity. This is it, because I was sick and tired of doing the and honestly right now that I have built up Separatist, but the Separatist counter was what I used before, like Malevolence, and it still works, like it's still fine, but is it the best? I don't know. Like I had a weaker Separatist too, so I had like Gear 12 Geos, Relic 3 Grievous, and I think it was the Relic 3 Grievous that stopped me from getting the ult fast enough. So, but don't have to worry about it now. This should be okay. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. I could have honestly like the worst RNG in the world, and then nothing we can do there. And I don't know why when they have like the same speeds. But I'm missing 2 6-dot mods on my Outrider, but I still sometimes like beat the speed on their Outrider for some reason.
I don't pretend to understand those formulas.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I will tell you that I sometimes will lose in fleets. I hate there's so much RNG in fleets, because these higher end fleets all rely on percent to assist.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll get where like your Profundity literally is getting 0 assists off of MILF, and their triple attacker Executor is getting all double taps. And you're like, why? What is this shit?
I think I'm still gonna go off of. Still gonna try to kill this guy as soon as I can, because he scares me. Okay. I'll pull him out of stealth here. Mark him. Oh, it didn't work. Didn't work. What a butthole. You run the negotiator now? Nice. I'm still going to go after him, even though the Millennium Falcon's open for business, but I want him dead. I want him out of here.
Dead to rights.
I don't need it, but I think I'm going to call this guy. Just because I like doing this. What a... Not cool, dude. Just... See how, like, my alt charge is charging so amazingly slow.
Yeah, but you have him at this point, like...
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, you don't have... You're complaining after.
Yeah, I think I'm fine, but I'm just saying. My alt here is so slow. Maybe because I have a 5-star or something, I don't know. 69 giggity. Alright, so this one's crazy easy. Crazy easy. It's a tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time.
Beauty and the Beast.
Captain kicks his ass.
Yeah, but this is really, really easy.
Watch me. I'm singing here. I don't give a shit about your GAC.
Alright. Cool, go ahead. Jam it out.
Cap will win his GAC. Kick his opponent's ass. Even though he's not on Team Gas. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I got him. Well, Zephyr, I only said that because he's complaining. He's like, "Oh, my ult's not charging."
Well, it's not.
I'm like,
it's
it
not.
doesn't matter.
Sometimes
Who cares? You've won.
Sometimes it's not about. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna give them offense up. Do you see these fatty stacks? I love this counter. I really do love it. Like, oh.
I never have any luck with it.
What?
Ever.
Look, it's not about luck. You just like see this? Like I don't know. There's no luck here. There's no luck. There's literally no luck here. I don't know what you're talking about. There's like literally no luck to it.
I'm just bad at this game. I don't know why people listen to me.
So what you do is you don't you just wait until Radis gives them all the buffs. You rip it off with Scythe. You don't use the special on Vader. You just let him get as much buffs as you can. You clear it all off with the Scythe, and then you one-shot them all. And that's it. Honestly, I don't like Negotiator against this combo. Against Finalizer.
I think if you and I were the same person, we would have a super account. Because I'd be sitting there doing the math on the ROI and like the resource acquisition, and you'd be like, I know how to PvP. And we would just destroy everybody.
Yeah, that's what I will say about I do think we would, absolutely. So once we merge accounts and just dominate people. Alright, what should I think I want to take in one more person just in case. Why not? That
one banner is gonna cost you the game.
It can, believe it or not. That's why going second sucks, but I don't think I need it, but you never know, right? Because it could end up saving me tens of banners if if it saves me from
That's
losing.
true. If you don't have the
Yeah, but I think it's fine. Honestly, I think this is more than okay. This is more than enough for this. Because all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put buff immunity on the tank. It may even just die, and then I'll kill the silencer, and then after that it's a wash, right? So, yeah, yeah, I can do this. And then I'll rip this stuff off here soon. Do that because I can. See, buff immunity. I'll still do this here so I can get the assist. At this point, I am just gonna kill him. Should I? No, I'm not. All right, so I am gonna kill the silencer here.
Hey, Hada. Good morning.
All right. Yeah. So at this point, I already won. I already know it. That'd be funny if I lost. All right, so. Yeah. See. Dominoes. Just dominoes. But I like this counter a lot more than, what do you call it? Negotiator? Because have you ever used Negotiator and then they just kill Anakin right
I
off?
don't know because I just use all of my GL fleets.
Yeah. So 2044, not horrible, not the worst. So I've
You're gonna have to update us in on Discord later because I know you're worried about that one drop, but I find it very rare that my opponent I guess we have different defenses, but you have like weird defenses that always seem to like catch people off guard.
yeah, this Rex 5's last time. It's been getting me holds. This Padme with cat. If you're not, you never know. It's a fast cat.
Well,
So
people try to like underman them, or they try to like do something where they're like, "Oh, we're gonna try this thing that's super, it'll work," and it doesn't.
So the one thing I think that can win me, so if he tries, because I did put a weaker fleet that could get Chimera'd pretty easy but if you have bad RNG, right? Thanks for following a rescue panda. You haven't been following this whole time. You got unfollowed apparently. You did your shame follow. You're just I'm sure. Or I'm annoying sometimes and you unfollowed me. And now that Egnards is back. Yeah, now that Egnards is back, you just want his attention. So you followed at this time.
you get Egnard's attention by following Cap.
Yeah. You got to start somewhere. He followed for Egnards. Yeah, I would too. Follow for Egnards. Subscribe for Egnards.
And guards.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's okay. But at least, like, because if you look at like the difference of this guy's account and my account, I don't know. Like, at least I have shots. Like I have a good chance of possibly winning this.
I think I have faith in you.
Yeah. I'm fine. As long as I get the full clear, that's all I care about. Did I put a good show out there? And I would say today, it was okay. like it was okay. I don't know. Not a good show. Not a great show.
Well, it's a great show, but it's a good showing.
Nah.
Very different.
It was okay.
Are the people not entertained?
Are you not entertained? I don't know. Maybe. But not bad. Leonidas, he's gonna kick me in the chest down a pit. I feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I told him I wanted what was it? Earth, water, and something. What was the offering he asked for?
I don't remember the last.
The last
time I've seen that movie.
Someone here knows. I know you guys do. There's always someone that knows. What did he ask for? The messenger. I think it was like earth, water, and something. Justin TV. Do you know what that is? Justin TV?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what that is.
I'm not. I don't really watch anything, so.
Yeah. You don't watch anything? You don't watch I saw that movie so I saw it at midnight launch when it first came out. Do you remember those midnight launches? 300?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 3. So you know what's funny? I was talking to my wife about that yesterday. Because we went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know anyone's going to an 11:45 nighttime showing. And I was like, I used to go to midnight showings all the time because that was when the fun audience was there.
Oh yeah, 100% people dressed up. I remember. I think it may have been for 300, but it was Spider-Man 3. The trailer was playing for it, and the entire time someone was screaming Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man 4, like as loud as he can the entire time through the whole trailer. And then at the end it's like Spider-Man 3 and the guy was like, my bad.
wrong movie. Yeah. But that's what made those things, what made those showings so much fun. I remember going to 300 and they were sold out of the midnight showing, so I ended up having to go to a 2 a.m. And some some
Unfortunate.
parent,
Had their
this
kid?
this this couple had their like 1-year-old kid in a stroller.
No.
Yes, and like who does that?
Yeah. When I went there, I had no idea what 300 was. None. I saw like a bus
Oh,
ad. I had no idea. And just my best friends would always like, "Hey, we're going to a midnight launch." And I was like, "Yeah, cool, whatever." And I just went blind. Complete. Can you imagine like my mind going into
mind
300
blown.
completely blind, not knowing anything about it? I was like, 300, yeah, sure, whatever. Why not? And I was like, yeah.
I went for like any movie. Like I would, if I were doing a midnight showing, it was always like, is this going to be a fun showing? Not a good movie. I didn't care if the movie was going to be good. It was like, is it going to get people riled up? Because
Yeah.
that was the fun of doing it.
Like snakes in a plane, you got people dressed as
Oh,
snakes. Like people were just dressed in snakes in there.
snakes on a plane. There was a guy in our theater who every time you'd see it from the snake's point of view, he would stand up and just yell snake vision. And it was, I don't know, like that's stupid, but it was the funniest thing at midnight when you're watching this movie.
Sarcastic Parker wants to give Leonidas the to know what's on my back wall.
Yeah, he wants you to stand up, turn around,
Yeah.
and show your back wall.
Yeah, so nothing too fancy here. So, Snakes on a Plane, yeah, that was great. I don't remember which other ones. It was very unfortunate that people had to die for us to not be able to watch. Like the Batman dude, the Joker one.
Yes.
That dude just like, and
Yeah.
it's true. Like you knew that like that movie was gonna be packed, and I think that's why movie theaters didn't want the liability, because it's like, and then now movies are just released a day before at like 6 p.m. or something. You can just go watch, you know.
Well, that was even, yeah, midnight showing. It was always interesting because movies were released at on Thursdays, so you'd
Yeah.
have the midnight showing Thursday, and that's been going on for a long time because it was 10 years ago that they started doing the like Wednesday at 6 p.m. thing, and that I think is what ruined it because I was like, well, one, I'm working at that time. And two, you get like a more normal crowd at 6 p.m. I
Yeah.
don't want the normal crowd.
Yeah,
I
it
want like the
doesn't.
crazy people.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same feel. I've never been to another movie where it had that feel. Never
Yeah.
again.
No,
So
I mean some movies. So like Avengers Endgame, I had a really great crowd for that. You know, everybody standing up cheering. We just saw Deadpool Wolverine, and it was not the same, but there still was some energy there. I still try to go opening weekend if it's like a movie like that.
yeah, I did. Endgame was okay. Like people were, spoiler alert, I guess. But when like when you came out and it was what was the thing? Or when like the portals opened up and they walked out and
Yes.
everyone's like, wow, cheering or whatever. Excellent scene, Or when he got the hammer, when he called it.
That everybody was like
Yeah.
erupting.
Yeah.
And
So,
that's what I want from a movie. That's why I like going to the movies. I like that communal experience. I don't need it to be quiet as long as it's not rude, right? Like,
well,
so I don't
yeah, I
want to
don't.
hear people talking constantly.
I don't like the teenagers, I just want to tell them to get off my
Oh,
lawn
gosh.
and the
So we saw Longlegs 2 weeks ago, which is
what
like
is
a
that?
Nick Cage horror movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like this really weird horror movie. And I guess a bunch of kids, like these 9-year-olds, snuck in because now you you reserve your seat. So they, I guess, kept getting kicked out of seats because they were moving around the theater and like they were in my seats and then they went up and like they were in someone else's seats. And they eventually went and sat in the front row, but they were so fucking loud that somebody like got up to get an usher to get them kicked out of the movie. because it's R-rated, and they
Yeah.
didn't have their parents there, and they were bullshitting, and they very clearly did not buy tickets.
That's
And that was like a dumb.
that is the worst when people are in your seats. You're like come on, dude. Were you expecting me to just not show up or what? Like, you know, like
I think that's
what are you banking on?
They were probably hoping, because they were kids sneaking in. They were probably hoping that nobody was going to be at that showing of the movie. And the problem, though, and I was saying this to my wife, was like, if I snuck into a movie, and I have before, like where I'd buy a movie ticket to something, I'd see it, and then you'd go and sneak into something else.
Yeah.
I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be as quiet as possible. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to bring attention to myself. But these kids were dumbasses, and they were super loud and annoying to everybody.
Who hasn't snuck into a movie? You know, like
yeah.
Like
who has not snuck into a movie throws the first stone.
Yeah, especially now where everything's like assigned seating.
It's a lot harder. You can't go opening weekend, because opening weekend, it's going to be a full theater.
I guess now it depends. Movie people haven't been going as much, right?
Yeah, it's very rare that we're in a theater that is big, but like theaters look different than they did when we were kids, right? When we were kids, every theater was 400 seats and you could always get a seat. But like now, some theaters, if you're seeing an indie movie, might only have 12 seats. It might be like super, super small. So that'll feel packed, even though there's only 12 people seeing it.
That's true. I saw Rogue One in like a nice theater that serves alcohol and dinner. And
we do that all the time.
In the last scene, like when they're like sitting there together and it's like, you know, like the blast is coming down, the dude walks up and he's like, "Here's your receipt, sir. Like, can you like pay for everything right now?"
Hey, right
and I
now.
was like, "Are you serious, dude? Like, are you kidding me right now?" Yeah, it's like this is the climax of the movie, you know? Like,
and you're.
Yeah, I was like,
see, I've never been to one of those ones where like you sit down and like they bring it to your seat and you pay there. I've always gone to the AMC by us. Like, you can pay for real food and they'll bring it out to you, but I pay for it ahead of time.
So we have a Egnards question over here. So how high should I take my Gungans once I get Jar Jar? That's definitely not
R9, right?
That's not a Captain Amazing question. I guess it would depend,
so
right?
It depends on what your goal is with them, and if we're talking about raid, and this is obviously like I've done the videos on it with like where your guild needs to be in terms of raid power. I've actually told one of the guys who I talk to a lot, who is getting Jar Jar, and he loves Jar Jar, and he's like super pumped to like finish his Jar Jar. And I was trying to explain to him, like, hey man, unless you're gonna like R9 the whole team just because you're silly like me, it actually looks like you don't need to bring him past R7, because you don't need him to put in the work that I need him to put in for your raid, you know? I think if you're going to get them, if you think about it, like R6 is probably the sweet spot just because of the way his unique works with the shield generator. R7 is if you need him for raids. R8 is if you need him for raids. R9 is if you want him for GAC to put in that extra like shield generator work, to get those extra stacks. So I don't think there's a right answer for everybody. It depends completely on your account.
I can tell you where I plan to stop with my Gungans.
R5.
R5.
Yeah,
100%.
Exactly.
Here, let me show you what I was doing here.
For you as a GAC player, I would bring Jar Jar to R6 because you get that extra shield generator stack.
Maybe, I don't know. I usually what I do is I would take Jar Jar himself to R7 and then I would leave his team at R5 is what I do. And that's what, like, if you look, and it depends because like my guild participation they're looking for is saying they want 2.6. I think I may try to aim for 5. But I think I want to take Queen Amidala to R7.
Are you going to take the whole team to R7?
R9. Padawan Obi-Wan Master Qui-Gon
you're
R9.
Going to do the ROI there.
Yeah.
So if you
for
take
the salt battle.
R7, that's 1.8 million right there.
Yeah, so R7 right there. I get 2.2 million right now. So, and then that's why I'm saying Gungans, just R5, 1.2 million.
But so that's what I'm saying with Jar Jar for you as a GAC player. I'm surprised you're not taking him to at least R6 just because of the extra stack.
I would take him to R7.
But like that, it feels. I mean, I get it. Like that's the pattern that we kind of do.
But that's where I take my like if I got gas, I would take him to R7.
Yeah.
And if like Star Killer R7,
no, you take gas to R8 because he's a requirement.
Well, until before I would do the requirement. Like I wouldn't take him to R8 until I was farming for that GL.
Until you needed that stuff.
Yeah. So that's why I like Bush, Kursant R7, Star Killer R7, Malgus R7, Bane R7. You know, that's just where I park my characters. So 100% I would park Jar Jar just at R7. And I think like the R5 is what I would need for the raid participation for the team. So that's what I plan on doing. So I'll R9 these guys, R7 Queen Amidala, R5 here, and then I'm going for Leia, Cal Kestis, Bo-Katan, Mandalore. So that's the plan.
Interrupt Cap during the climax.
Yeah, that's what I tell my wife. But I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about doing. And I'm honestly on the fence about farming Gungans in the entirety because
actually, look, I don't think people misinterpret me a lot. I actually tell most people don't farm Gungans.
So, and here's my thought process on that, right? Because I'm with you. Do I need them right now? No, absolutely not. If I wanted more raid participation, it would probably be better for me to just like R9 Queen Amidala, and that alone would take me to over 5 million participation. But I want Gungans right now because at least there's a return of investment on it. Like if I'm ever going to get them, it's now. And if I don't get them, it may be like years before I loop back and get them. So that's why I'm saying like I might as well get them now, get something for it. And then that way,
Queen team is the best investment for a later end.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Account.
And I'm gonna do all the all their Omicrons, probably all 3. But I have, I'm thinking about it because I'm right now I'll probably do 2, not the lead. But I was looking at the lead and I was like, the lead's pretty good. But I'll have to look and see. For sure, I'm gonna do 2. So the one that increases cooldowns, and then the one that summons her bodyguard, and then I'll see from there.
Black, are you talking about Gungans or the Queen team?
So
they're not.
So here's my thought process, right? I 100% I'm a farm Bo-Katan, 100% I'm a farm Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. If I miss this brief window for farming Gungans, I won't go back. Like I know it's not about what it's going to give me right now. It's just about I don't want them to be my Tuskens, essentially, because I think there's going to be worth in having a Gungan team for galactic challenges, for conquest. Like how many conquest feats are we going to have for Gungans? How many unique abilities do they have? Shield generator, like the debuff that Jar Jar puts out, like they're going to be in conquest for a very long time. So I might as well
it's going to be a very long time though, because when we have like right now, I feel like we might get one more conquest cycle that uses Gungans for anything more than what's normal, because we have Imperial Remnant coming out, we have Night Sisters coming out. I just think we're going to see a lot more of that in the next 6 months.
No, I agree with you, but the thing with Gungans, right, is that, and this is what CG loves, they are unique. They are the only 5. They have unique buffs, unique debuffs, and that's what they love to do for conquest. And they're like, okay, we're not going to make it super grindy, but we're going to put like this unique thing, this unique thing, this unique thing. And I think we're going to see it. It's, even if it's like 5, you know, of the whatever on one boss or something, but I think they're going to be in something for conquest, especially since they have a conquest Omicron, don't they?
They do not.
Not conquest. Oh, oh
No,
really?
because
No.
we have the GC one. I thought, because they said every game mode,
Yeah.
I thought that Phalanx was gonna have a conquest one. And not that I was excited to apply a conquest one, but because I was committing to it, I was like, oh, this will make my life so much easier.
Yeah.
They do not have a conquest one.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I like either way, right? Raids, yeah. So I just think that it's gonna be worth it to just have them, you know, like for just to have the team, even if it's not super high relics. I think there's gonna be times where it's worth having a team for every faction, and it just happens to be this is the only faction for that.
I do agree with that. But you're looking at another 3 months before you can do that at least.
Oh, I'm not in a rush. Like I'm not like it's yeah, I'm slow farming these, and I'm farming light side tickets, so I had to stop farming Boss Nass. But he's at 89. It's really quick. And by the time I finish, like Captain Tarples will be really quick too. So I'm honestly not too worried. Like not worried whatsoever. Like I'll finish these guys pretty quickly here. Like I need one
Are you saying Cap always finishes?
I do. I'm selfish like that. I am. So I only need 2 more of these blue to finish JMK. Then I'm gonna finish Commander Sokotano with her 4 relic levels. Then I'm off on the lover boys, and then honestly my Kyrotech is built pretty quickly. We just finished Rote, so you know that's coming in quite nicely. So I think all in all,
the amount of Kyrotech you have hurts my soul. It does.
Egnards.
Hurts my soul.
I'm a growing boy
right now.
I'm a growing boy. You're over there. Yeah, you're over there feasting. You know, you're like, if you're so hungry, why don't you eat cake? You know, if you're out of bread, just eat cake. You
just let them eat cake.
Yeah, you just can't. You don't understand the grind that I'm at. I will tell you, I do have like all these crystals, so.
Because I have more crystals than me right now. I will tell you that. I was surprised. I saw that before. I was like, wow, Cap's got more than me.
Yeah, so I like, because when I look at players like Black Hammer, you know, or like, who is it? Baroness. She had like 4 crystals. Like 4. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 crystals. I was like, what do you... I was like, what do you guys... How are you guys living paycheck to paycheck for your crystals? Like, I was like, because there's some level where I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable not at least having a day's worth of crystals saved up. I don't know why. Like, maybe
I agree. I do think so. Around the end of last year, I was super hoarding, just because I had a funny feeling with Phantom Menace that Jar Jar was going to be coming out, and I wanted to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
But I do think that 45,000 is excessive. I try to stay between 35 and 40, and when I get to 40, I will buy like whatever I need the most of. So I'll buy like a signal data pack or whatever for $2,000. Well, so I try to stay in that sweet spot.
I was at 50.
And then you bought, yeah,
I bought all the bronzium wiring, so I'm a little.
I got screwed on Zimbittles yesterday. I bought 7 packs, I think, and I got 112, and all the rest were minimums.
Well, I'm like fine on all this stuff, so I have like enough for 2 R9s. I don't even know how many these like I'm super healthy on like literally everything here. So it's just.
I've been doing a lot more relicking lately, so I'm not as my R9, my R8 stuff is not so bad, but I was running low on Zimbittles, so I was like, you know, let me just get them because I have a lot of crystals at this point.
It's this.
I'm feeling it.
This right here.
This signal data, I have like nothing.
Yeah. I
have nothing.
And I get it.
Because I was doing after Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan and having to cut off my signal data for 3 weeks, I've got nothing from those at all.
Yeah, and I get it. I could use like all these crystals. This is a lot of signal data, but you know, I don't like. I'm perfectly happy at the level I'm progressing. So, because I had JMK unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Monday? Last Monday. When was the unlock? Less than a week ago? When's unlock? Wednesday? Or lock?
I don't know
Lock
when you
Tuesday?
unlock.
Tuesday?
Lock is Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Lock
Yeah.
Tuesday.
So Wednesday for me, right? So Wednesday for me. So 5 days ago. 5 days I unlocked JMK. And all these, this was like Relic 1, Relic like Gear 0. So I'm progressing really, really fast. And I have all the gear 12 and everything for Queen Amidala, Padawan Obi-Wan, Master Qui-Gon. So I just, except for the Kyrotech. So I'm happy with where, and even these guys, they just need 100 each now. So honestly, like my progress is fine at the level I'm progressing, because if I accelerated this, like where would I be here? I don't have the Zetas.
Well, that's true. Listen, everybody has their own system, obviously.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like if I'm not spending any crystals, I'm wasting those crystals. So I try to keep just enough of a hoard to capitalize on the next big thing that I want. But then I'll just pick whatever is my most limiting thing, and I'll buy one pack, and I'll kind of stay in that pattern of like I'll buy a pack a week just because you don't go down too low and then you build right back up to it. And each week it might be a different thing. So I'm limited by signal data this week and then Kyrotech next week, but I still try to stay in that like 35 to 40 zone at all times.
So what do you buy a pack of?
So I haven't had to in a long time because I'm not hurt by gear so much. I would have bought signal data this week, but because the relic packs came out, I spent like 10,000 crystals on relic packs. Maybe like 7,000 crystals, because I went from 40 to 33. Now I won't spend anything for a while until I get kind of back up there.
Yeah, I don't, honestly, what I had originally saved up with, and hear me out, right? So I have 45K, and if I save up till, I don't know what my limit is, because like I said, I'm a dragon. I love to sit on my crystal hoard.
You have to sit in your hoard.
Yeah, I love hoarding. If I could, if hoarding wasn't so detrimental to building up my account, I would hoard everything. Yeah, everything, as much as I could. I can't wait until I'm like where you are, because I'm gonna be a freaking dragon. I'm gonna hoard everything, and I'm gonna sit on it.
It's funny. When I got here, I was like, oh, this is so great. You're caught up now. You don't have to worry about anything. But their release cadence has jumped so high from where it used to be that I just feel like I still feel overwhelmed.
Well, could you imagine where the game would be right now if Lord of the Ring was actually successful? Like if they would have had a different cash cow, 100%. I don't think they would have like doubled down and did the Lightspeed bundles and put all this effort into this game with the PC client and everything if Lord of the Rings didn't.
I don't know though. I feel like that PC client, because of all the extra stuff that went into it, I feel like that had been in development for a while.
You think so?
I think so.
Maybe for Lord of the Rings.
Maybe
they repurposed it from Lord of the Rings.
They're like, wait a second. Maybe if Lord of the Rings had a PC client. I think that was the natural progression. I do think I had heard that some of the developers they did bring over, so the release cadence may have been expedited, but it is a fine line of finding where you don't want to release too slow because people can get everything quick and easy, and you don't want to release things too fast because then your whales get frustrated and stop spending.
Yeah. That's true.
You have to find that sweet spot.
That's honestly, I don't mind the cadence. I feel like I can still progress fast enough where I'm like a little faster than what they're releasing, so I still have a possibility of hitting that end game. So I'm happy with it.
The release cadence is not bad. It's one major event every 6 to 7 months with like other things, and that doesn't bother me. But it is just a surprise of I don't feel as caught up as I thought I would feel.
I will say one thing. They are doing really well at making every team feel like it's needed. That's one thing they really upped their game on.
Yes, that 100%. They with all of these like
I didn't forget to ping
herd polishers, right? they've definitely done a lot there to make sure. Um,
Oh, that's hilarious. So do you know how, I'm sorry, how Discord has where it like truncates everything?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I thought I pinged notifications, but I pinged only myself. I like literally pinged because it didn't show everything.
you just,
Is yeah.
you're
I
like, I
just
just want to
at
remind myself.
yeah, at myself. Only me. Yeah,
I
100%.
I pinged too, so you got some of mine, but that is funny.
Yeah.
It's just someone's looking at the channel like, why is Cap telling himself?
Yeah. So we do have time for a roster review if you're okay with it. You want to?
I probably have time for like one or two, so I can just grab breakfast before I have to run out. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's get this guy. So he did donate. Nihil. He posted in the Discord. Because I was about to say he didn't post anywhere, but he did. So he did write a lot. So I don't know. He must be an Egnards fan, because my fans are always just like, review me, bro. Give me what you got.
I got some of your fans yesterday in my reviews.
I
They were
did.
like,
I did
"Here's my
see
ally
one.
code."
I did see one
was
where
like, "What?"
I laughed. I was like, hilarious. I was like,
He's
must
just like, "Here you
be.
go."
I was like, must be my fans coming over and seeing this and just like asking for it, because they're just like, yeah, here's my
Here.
yeah. It's like 100%. All right, so look
I was
at
like
this.
racing against the clock.
Look at this guy wrote a lot for this this account. So I should probably annotate somewhere
Captain
where we are.
Amnesia. Oh yeah, look at that. That seems like something that I would get, which I enjoy.
These? I don't mind.
Well, I'm looking at Discord with all of the information.
Yeah, it was pretty good, right? It's like many words more than I'm used to. Many words more. Didn't even call me bro. All right, so I'll ping him. He hasn't talked much on here, so gotta make sure. All right, so I'll read this out for everyone. Hello, Cap. I'm looking for a general roster review. I've sent a donation for all the good work. Beers clinking. I'm a returning player, played after release for about 2 years, but started a new account about 3 weeks ago. Bought Hyperdrive bundle, currently gearing my Phoenix squad and my pilots. I'm able to reach #1 fleet arena daily, so good job on that, right? That's pretty baller. At this early, that's like, that's gonna like to the moon.
I saw the guild name and I got excited, but it's because our alliance is Awakened. And I was like, oh, he's in my alliance, but he's not.
Oh, you thought it was Awakened Fear?
Yeah.
All right, so I didn't know you're in alliance. I'm doing.
I am.
I had no idea. Honestly, I've never looked at your guild, to be completely honest. For the longest time, I thought you were in Fortuna. Just because they really do love you. I don't know. They're like all about it.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like that guild. It's almost, I feel like it's like the Ewoks in C-3PO, like legit. That's how I feel like it's like 100. I was like, what is going on here?
Did you watch the recruitment video I did for them? Because I just got drunk one day and did it, and it's just so funny to me.
I think I did, yeah. I think I did.
Because it's like me telling people not to join this guild, and they will message me every week and be like, someone saw the video and they want to join the guild.
That's hilarious. Yeah, because
even Fire Marshal doesn't know we're in an alliance.
You don't have an alliance Discord?
No, we do, and I'm in the alliance Discord, but I don't. We're a pretty big alliance now, and the guy who's in charge of it has brought in a lot more guilds over the last year. So I don't know all of the lower end ones.
So are you guys you don't poach from the lower? It's just you guys just share information?
No, we just share information. I don't take from lower guilds unless, if someone from a lower guild is looking to move up and they're actively saying, this is not working for me, I need a higher commitment. That's the only time I would take someone from a lower guild.
Okay. Yeah, my guild's in like a TW, not really an alliance, but a TW like sharing of information kind of Discord. So
like a collective.
yeah, a TW collective. So they're pretty. It's only like specific guild members or guilds are allowed in there, and then they just like share TW information since it's not public, right? So we can like theory craft or whatever they do. All right, I don't worry about it.
First TW with a new TW officer, so we'll see what happens.
Nice, good luck. So as for spending energy, I'm doing 3 times normal refresh, 310 Cantina refresh with occasional fleet. Yeah, I was about to say like this dude's like cash spending, but he has the income with the fleet, right? So that's like huge. With occasional fleet and mod energy refreshes, I spend on my guild currency to slowly get my Darth Vader DV, right? Darth Vader.
I'm assuming that's the only.
DV.
That's what I would think. And he's at that level of the game where you think that that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, probably Darth Vader to gear 13. I will say this: you don't have to accelerate Darth Vader. I wouldn't personally. Like he's good, but I wouldn't be spending guild because you can't use Mark 1, right? Like he's probably using some. I don't. What currency can you farm Darth Vader with?
Isn't he fleet?
Is he?
I think he's fleet.
Yeah, but he's saying guild in currency. No, you can get him out of there, but is there somewhere else where he's farmable? Because I don't even know what guild currency, because it's not like he's using Mark 1.
Oh, the guild Mark 1, there's a bunch of new stuff there, but I haven't looked at it.
Chivos? I don't know what that means, Cunctator. Chivos. Is that English? I don't know. All right, so let me keep reading this. I feel like I'm really getting stuck on this Darth Vader thing. All right, so achievements. Chivos. Maybe that's is that in like a, I don't know. All right, so as for shards farming, I'm doing Crex with 3 node refreshes daily. Okay, I do you really need 3 times Crex though?
No, that's a lot. That's a lot of crystal spending.
I would say he's at 6 stars, right? Like, I slow your roll. He's accelerated now. She's accelerated. Just normal. Don't waste your crystals on that. I would rather use those crystals on refreshes, than on refreshing the nodes. Like normal, put it towards like even mods. I know Egnards is like.
I started mod refreshing. I do 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So I've been doing it.
I may sleep on a horde, but I refresh every single thing for conquest and normal, like all my energy. Every single one I do 3 refreshes. So yeah.
I don't need fleet energy anymore.
I do fleet energy because that's where I get my my relic 9 materials because
your materials.
Yeah. So I go all there, and it also gives you a little bit of a bronzium wiring. It gives you some CCBs there for that node for the what do you call it, fusion furnaces. So I only farm that, like hundreds of energy a day into it, and then I churn all those extra fusion furnaces into is it data pads, the R9 ones, data pads. Either way,
I honestly don't know because I get all of my bronzium wirings from
yeah, I do
from
too.
The shock prod thing.
Yeah, I do shock prods as well, but every bit counts. Every bit.
My fleet energy, I almost exclusively just whatever
med pads are probably or Nubians.
Yeah, med packs. Yeah, most of the time.
Well, I'm like pretty comfortable with those using the get 1, and then just like what do you call it, shard shop. Usually it is a bottleneck for me, so 100% I get what you're saying, but I have maybe in the future, but I have been enjoying just passively farming my relic 9 materials. All right, so either way, back to this. Relic 9 materials is not helping this guy. Like he's not in the relic 9 material world. All right, so man, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna knock out this, and this is why I prefer my dudes to just be like, review me, bro. Like it's just I could figure it out. But I know you do. Honestly, the longer it is, the more I forget. Like, you're giving me so much information that I forget what you said originally. So if they're just like, hey, this is what I'm farming right now, that was probably the best thing that I need. As horrible as that sounds. All right, so shard farming, Cantina, prioritizing Moff Gideon. I don't know if I would prioritize Moff Gideon this early, just because he has so much Chirotech, and even low gear he works. GBA, I would rather you work on GBA right now and other geos. Finish Bounty Hunter team for chewing events. As for mods, following my mod guide, good for you. Executor, all right. Okay, so says C-Rex stupid. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
No,
don't
I know,
accelerate.
you
Like
say-
he's accelerated.
No. What I'm saying is you say Crex.
Yeah.
It's C-Rex.
No one says C-Rex. You're
I
smoking.
say C-Rex.
You're smoking la crack if you think I'm a add a second syllable to an acronym. There's no way. It's supposed to be like abbreviated, right?
Yeah, C-Rex, not Captain Rex. Right? So it's 2 syllables instead of 3.
Prex. One. Like one. Ugh. Yeah, I acknowledge other captains. Captain. I don't mind it. Are you looking at rosters? I am looking at a roster. Maybe I'll spin the wheel after if we have time. Do a wheel spin. Have you seen the wheel? It's pretty fun.
I actually have not seen the wheel
You haven't
yet.
seen the wheel? It's pretty fun. If you want, I can
have
show
not seen
you.
the wheel yet.
I can show you how to build a wheel on your stream. It's pretty fun. I like it. All right, so I don't know what you would use the wheel for, because you just like knock out all your stuff. But in the world where I there's no way I'm doing all those roster reviews. Like the wheel keeps everyone at equal footing. So instead of waiting months, you could possibly wait years with the opportunity of having at any time getting a roster review. I don't know. So I like it though. It's fun. All right. So 1.1 million, a good amount. I guess the hyperdrive bundle does that, right?
This is all you, man, because I don't function at this low of a GP.
So I did just build a free to play account, and I played it for like 2 weeks. So I'm pretty much like an expert at the free to play now. So I'll say this. I do like their current plan of, because I do say personally, like I was building Phoenix and Veer's Troopers. Veer's Troopers, I did start with Aiden as the leader, and then I like pivoted towards Veer's because she has a better lead until Veer's gets his Omega, right? Because his lead sucks at this point. Yeah, like garbage, like absolute garbage. So I didn't even though you don't get the full functionality of her, she is the superior. You get her super easy. And you don't take her like super high up. He's pretty much at the point where it doesn't matter. Hey Lysol, how's it going, dude? Hey, you too. Thanks for the raid. Have a good day.
Oh, hey Lysol.
Mr. Man. Aldi, how's it going? Yeah, so Aldi's been riding the train. Have you been riding your train from like streamer to streamer since you've been streaming like 6 hours ago or something? Good to see you. Good to see you. I did watch your presentation. All right, so I will say superlatives. I'm working on it, Aldi. I'm working on it. I'm gonna go back and work on my masters, and then I can improve on my my English. Even though I only speak one language, I don't speak it well. So I need to work on my my written work. So I'll improve on that, Aldi. I'll improve on that and then get back to you. One day I'll come back and speak intelligently. Today is not that day, unfortunately. Not that day. All right, so I do like Darth Vader. So first relic Darth Vader, I'm sure we all can agree. Merciless Massacre is good. 4-star mods, just build your mods as soon as you can. Phoenix, continue. Like Rex is pretty slow. I don't think there's any wasted here with Phoenix because you can get 2 CT2 with Rex, right? Like in the Phoenix, you're not going to get CT3. Whoever's told me you can get CT3 with Rebels, with Phoenix, was a liar. Like, I don't remember who it is, but you know who you are. You do. Whoever you are, who said Phoenix Auto CT3 for the Rebel one. What's it, Military Might?
I'm gonna try it next time.
I tried it.
Next time.
I'm trying it, and I'm saying right now, you're a liar, and you know who you are.
I'm gonna God mod mine just to do it.
Maybe you gotta God mod it, Relic 9 it, throw it on. Make a guide. Act as if they're not Relic 9. Don't show record your mods and your relics before you do it.
Look.
Yeah. And then you just gaslight the hell out of the entire community.
Out of everybody.
Yeah, all the comments, and tell them they just need to do better.
That's Moonborn sent me up for gaslighting the community next year, but we're not going to talk about that because we don't want to just let people.
So I will say this though, I do like the Phoenix. Continue to build that team. I would stop Moff Gideon, right? Like, Moff Gideon is not useful at your level. In the future, you could even slow roll him. You can just slow roll it with like normal energy. You don't have to sink your Cantina energy into that. That's kind of a waste. So I would rather you have worked on like TIE Silencer or whatever. You have the hyperdrive bundle, so you pretty much got your Zetas given to you for the ships here. And I'm sure this guy is gonna gobble up, like just absolutely devour his lightspeed bundles. If you're willing to like buy hyperdrives and stay, I'm sure the second any lightspeed bundle comes up, this guy's just gonna like gobble it up. What's that?
No, I mean, I'm agreeing with you. The only, it kind of sucks because people who are in this position, it's smart to buy those lightspeed bundles and like shelve them for later, but you're already so Zeta starved that then you feel almost like really overwhelmed, which is, what they want more than likely.
Hey, Gaff, so yeah, hanging out with Egnards. I will say this. It's not the worst, right? So if you're smart with your Zetas, it's just we now live in a world where you cannot waste Zetas. Like Phoenix, you got to be very, very specific with your Zetas. Bosk, I have both Zetas for Bosk. You cannot do that anymore. Like, you absolutely cannot put both on there. Like, you can skip one, or you can skip Captain Rex. Like, you don't want Master Marksman, like a Zeta, luxury Zeta. You're no longer in the world where you can live with luxury Zetas. Like, you have to go with absolutely mandatory Zetas. That's it. Like, you can only get mandatory ones, and that's how you capitalize on lightspeed bundles. Like, you still can, and they're still worth, and it's still absolutely, like, you can still build good teams. Like, if you went with Night Sisters, like, I would just do Mother Talzin's lead. Like, if the lightspeed bundle, just Mother Talzin's lead. Daka's unique.
Gotta get Marin.
Daka's unique. Well, the lightspeed bundle I'm talking about. Like, yeah, of course Marin's. But if you got the lightspeed bundle, 2 Zetas, and you have a working team, right? And anything more than that is like luxuries. Kylo Ren, like, if you would slow roll, you could Zeta everyone on the First Order team. You can Omicron them. But now, like, scarred on crew, and then you and then also,
this is why people need guys like you, because like playing your free-to-play account, I get asked in PM constantly, like, oh, what Zeta's important, or like, what Omega would you do? And I'm like, I don't know. I always just do all of them.
Yeah. So
it's just a different environment.
I will say this. A lot of times people ask me stuff, and I'm like, bro, like, how would I know that?
Don't ask me, bro.
How do I know that? Like. Yeah, today, how many people asked me some random stuff about that the raid thing and B1 and speeds and all this other like stuff, and I'm like, bro, I gave you what I got. Like, I spent 10 minutes doing it. Someone said, hey, try this. I threw on my best mods. Maybe I had good RNG, mowed down the waves, and then like made a video and moved on with my life. I'm not a, like, it's crazy. But either way, bounty hunters, I think, is a good idea. I would start farming geos, and I would get into a Dark Side TB Guild as soon as you can. I would go for malevolence first. Like if the gas bundle comes back, I think key times for bundles, right? Christmas. Probably a good time where we're going to get some light speed bundles. I would bank on it, right? Are you banking on it? I would say Christmas, we're going to get something. Like very, very good chance.
Probably. We'll see another light speed bundle.
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%. And if we're lucky, if we're all nice and no one's on the naughty list, maybe they'll bring back some key hits.
I think you'll probably see those in November.
I was also thinking November because that's when the first one hit, right? That was
that's also the anniversary of the game, and they always go all out for the anniversary.
Yeah, and that was the first ones we got was in November, I think. That was the first bundle, was November of last year, if I remember correctly. I have a pretty shit memory.
Gonna see a C one. So Slash is asking about C. I don't think we're gonna see that. I
November?
think that they did the 2 GL ones, and now they're doing like core team ones that are a little bit lower value but still very high value.
I don't know when they'll do. I have no guess, because before I had guesses, and I was pretty good with like I thought Separatist. I was like 100% we're gonna get a Separatist. I was not expecting Night Sisters. I was not expecting Geos. I was not expecting BAM so early. BAM like legitimately shocked me. Like so there's a lot of.
If I had to guess the next one, I'm thinking Old Republic.
So I have been hearing a lot of Old Republic. Sith Empire, Old Republic, definitely possible. Definitely. I would say maybe when GL Ahsoka comes, they're going to sell us some crap. 100%. Yeah. I think they love the crap. People right now are regretting not buying that crap because it was like great for the raid. And now I think now that FOMO is going to hit the next time they sell us some shit. So yeah. So I think that every raid cadence is going to have a light speed bundle of absolute garbage. You know, the crappiest crap that they could find. Yes. But other than that, I'm not sure. I think how high are the chances of Inquisitors? No way. It's just as high as Bad Batch, which is like, forget about it. Like
especially because it's a newer Chirotech team. I don't think we've really had any that have been heavy with a Chirotech heavy team.
Well, they've been very such. We did have Star Killer, but I think that was a one-off.
Okay.
And it was
$50.
Yeah, it was $50. That was $50 when the GL was like $10. So yes. Right now, that price is gonna go up. 100%. I think if they would do like a Bad Batch or something, they would probably maybe like $75 or something. They would push it. They're gonna push it. I think maybe $50. But I think the next time we see something where it's like, this is a deal. It's gonna be a ways off. I don't think Inquisitors. I don't know what they would charge, but it would be ridiculous.
It'd be at least $50. At least.
I think that would be generous. I think that would be generous of them.
Well, all the Lightspeed bundles have been generous.
No, I think it's not. I think people would buy it like $75. Like if you would buy it at $50, you'd probably buy it at $75. And I think that's what they've been doing. They're like, well, if you'd pay 10, you'd pay 20. If you pay 20, you'd pay 25.
They're like playing with it to see like
they're pushing us.
People buying it versus the revenue and how it like stacks up.
Yeah, so they've been increasing it, and the shill that I am have been buying everyone. So
I gotta tell you, when you tag this guy for his roster review, I'm loving the idea that he's gonna have to sit through like 45 minutes of just bullshit just to hear you review his roster.
That's true. It's true. I gotta really stretch it out for these beginning accounts. But I do like bounty hunters. I think if you go for bounty hunters, that's a smart idea. So main effort, because here, this is how I say with and this is what I was planning on doing. My thought process was first Imperial Troopers Phoenix. Side farm from there, you get Thrawn from the Phoenix, Emperor Palpatine, Mara Jade, Darth Vader. That's a team right there. And pretty much that's like 2 teams because you can split Palpatine, Mara Jade. So you should farm Mara Jade at least like 3 stars, gear 9 or something. and to link with Palpatine, and that's a team in GAC by themselves. Darth Vader's a team. You can put Thrawn in there. Even you can take Thrawn as a lead and still do some good work. So those, you're trying to like, how can you stretch your roster? And this is how. And then for light side, once you start building that empire, what does that lead to? Like CLS, you know, like you can start building towards the CLS, but I would say unlock it. You don't have to invest in it just yet. Start building side as like bounty hunters, start working towards that executor, and everything you do at this point, now that you're 85, should be geared towards executor. Like your main things are executor, and everything else is sides. So make sure you're farming the ships, farming the bounty hunters, farming everything you can for executor, and anything else that you have left over you can put into Phoenix, and then anything you have left over after that you can put into Geos. But I would try to get into a guild that's going to give you Geos with Watt Shards. Like Watt Shards should be your number one priority. Finding a guild that will accept you, because one, you're going to farm tickets, and two, you promise that you're going to farm Geos for them, and then you start earning Watt Shards, and you want at least like 30 plus, and you're going to stay in that subpar crappy guild who's going to accept you at least until you get Watt, at least. And then once you get Watt at 7 stars, then you move on. It should be about a year. By that time you should have dropped some fat stacks to get all these light speed bundles. You're going to be in like sitting pretty good. You'll probably be like 5-6 million GP, believe it or not. And then you'll find a rote, and you'll go like double rote is what you're going to do. By that point you should have like executor, and once you finish executor you're going to go into Imperial Troopers, where you'll have R9 Piet. You just have to gear 12 Veers, Stark, Range Trooper, R5 Dark Trooper. That's going to give you 2 assault battles right there. You'll need 3 Zetas, you'll need Veers, and you'll need the 2 on Piet to finish the 2 assault battles. At that point, once you have Executor, Imperial Troopers, you'll go into CLS Rebels, into Jabba is what I would say is probably the most efficient. And then you just capitalize on whatever lightspeed bundle you have. If you buy the gas bundle, don't unlock gas. Just take the bundle, take the negotiator. If it comes back, you don't need gas. Just accept it for what it is, and then keep it moving. Make sure your first get 2 should be going towards Malevolence, especially considering like it takes a long time to buy those fleets with get 2. So I would take Malevolence to 7 stars and pray that the gas bundle comes back, so that you can get that with the gas bundle for $50 is what I would say. And then after you finish Malevolence to 7 stars, if it's not back, just farm the negotiator. Like, sorry, you just got to do it. But your main fleet should be Executor, your second fleet should be Malevolence, third fleet Negotiator. After that you start going for things like Finalizer, Bare Bones Radis, just to get like the Ray and SOKR going. You can skip those if you want to, in hope of the lightspeed bundles coming back, and then you can go Malevolence, Negotiator, Empire Fleet, Chimera. And the Chimera kind of like links up with the home one, because you have to get Millennium Falcon to unlock it. So that's probably what I would do, like Malevolent or Executor, Malevolence, Negotiator, Chimera, home one. Am I getting gas anytime soon? Nah, whenever I farm, commit to farming like Ahsoka or Lord Vader. That'll be a priority for me. But continue farming your ships, bounty hunters first. Once you farm bounty hunters, like continue to farm every single ship in the in shipments, of course. Like just farm every single ship you can. Focus on Imperial TIE Bomber. Make sure you save enough credits that you can buy it anytime out of the Galactic War Store. Same thing as like Rebel Y-Wing pilotless ships, of course. And then you'll finish off the Geos in there as well. Geo Soldier, Spy, Sunfac, you'll want all 3 of these ships as well. And then you're just going to have to slow farm, like Xanadu Blood, Houndstooth, IG 2000 as fast as you can. And then while you build towards right now, your bounty hunters and everything for Executor first. You're going to have to build like Reef and the BAM journey as well for shard farms. So you just have to like use your energy efficiently. And that's why I was saying don't refresh things like Crex. You're focusing on things that you don't need to and accelerating them unnecessarily, because he takes a lot of Chirotech. Save all that Chirotech, put it into the Executor, maintain your fleet dominance, because while you're probably doing well right now, you have to use those crystals to like push that Executor farm as fast as you can, get that Executor as soon as you can, because the hyperdrive is only going to take you so far, and then there's going to be players like me that know what they're doing that's going to catch up to you really, really soon. So don't like squander this lead that you have. Like, continue putting everything into Executor, get Executor, use those crystals, 7-star your Executor as fast as you can, because it's an investment, and then you can keep it moving from there into whatever you want, your GL assault battles, capitalizing on light speed bundles as they come in. But that's what I would recommend overall for your account. But you have to capitalize, like stay ahead of your fleet, dominate your fleet. Once there becomes kind of like a hierarchy, establish a fleet shard, be the one who runs it.
A hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Is that what you would say?
No, well, that's like for the entire account. But once there's like a clear defined, like these guys are focused on fleets. Right now it's way too early. People are going to fall off. They're going to come in. But once you start seeing like Executors, or things like that, that's when I would start creating the shard, and then start inviting people into it. And then if you run it, then you can't ever be kicked out, right? So something to think about. What do you have, Egnards? What you got? Give me, grace us with your knowledge.
No. Well, I said this before in the beginning of the roster review. This is not my wheelhouse. When I get roster reviews from people at this low of a level, and I tell them that, and I just give them general advice versus specific advice like you gave them, and I do think it's good advice. And you already touched on this, but I'll just kind of maybe explain it a little bit further when we're talking about like C-Rex. When you spend resources in this game, if you speed something up but you can't capitalize off of it, you're basically just wasting resources. So the goal, and what Cap is kind of trying to explain right now, is that you want to make sure that the premium resource that you're spending is at a rate where your freemium or your free resources are able to keep up with it. So things like C-Rex being very Chirotech heavy and being early in the game, you might have a great character for a great Phoenix team, but you're wasting 175 crystals a day when you're not going to really be able to do that much with him, where even doing one refresh a day, right, which still might be too much, but even if you're doing only one refresh a day, you're spending 6 times less resources, and you're not going to get him that much slower. And your resource acquisition will be able to keep up with it a little bit more. So with the Executor farm, with the C-Rex farm, it's all about balancing everything to kind of finish at a similar time, rather than trying to spearhead one thing to be done really, really quickly.
Can I interject something real quick?
What if I said no?
I would just interject anyways.
Okay.
So when you say C-Rex, right? So out of context, C-Rex.
Yeah.
What comes to mind to you?
Yeah. Seeing like a T-Rex.
No, like the C requirements. So I thought you were talking about C, because I know you like to say like go Executor into C. And I was like 100% I did not touch on C requirements. I was like, why are you saying I was like, because I was going to say like, hey, this guy is going to buy bundles. Like, there's a pretty good chance that he could farm things around Lightspeed bundles. And by the time he like grows this account, C probably within the next 2 years will probably have a Lightspeed bundle. No reason to accelerate. Like free to play account, yeah, absolutely. Executor C.
That's why context clues are important, right?
Well, that's why calling them Crex is important, because it doesn't sound like you're talking about the C requirements when you say C-Rex.
We're gonna chat about this on Discord. We're gonna see what the community thinks.
Yeah. Well, because you have to say it in that, like when you read it, C-Rex, and you're like, okay, I get it, it's Crex, whatever, like C Captain Rex, I get it. This is like Nitro. This is your nitro, and
No,
it's
it's
100%.
Drunk
This is
Trooper.
your
It's definitely
nitro.
Drunk Trooper.
This is your nitro right now. That you're just like, no, it's C-Rex, C-Rex. Yeah, and it's Crex, like Crex. It's not nitro. It's drunk trooper. It's not C-Rex. It's Crex. C-Rex. No wait. Yeah, C requirements maybe, but I feel like this is the. I feel like this is your nitro.
Well, I think I don't get Nitro. I get Drunk Trooper for it. So
I think he just like an idea popped in his head and he just ran with it. He's like, I created something. This is my baby. This is mine. And he just ran with it. Regardless. It sounds cool. It's like lasers.
It's up on Discord. We're gonna see. I'm not tagging anybody in it because we'd lose so many people. They'd be like, shut up. But
a once a month dual stream. I do want to make a podcast one day. I don't know when. Maybe just summer months, just summer Egnards. We can.
Yeah, it's tough because we do have a 13-hour time difference.
Yeah, we can call it summer loving. Summer loving. Yeah, it is. It is really hard. It is like the difference of our time zone. Because my mom called me when I was streaming, and she was like, "You haven't called me in a while," and I was like, "I know it's really hard." Because the only time I would call her is like Sunday mornings, but that's the only time I can stream to the U.S. So, I had to sacrifice talking to my mother.
Well, that's like while we're streaming right now, I'm chatting on Discord with my brother who lives in Korea, so same time zone as you. So this is the only time I get to talk to him. Mm-hmm. Like it's the same.
Yeah, it is. It's really hard. The only way
we do try whenever we have time, we try to get together, and with it being the summer, it's a little easier for me. Because it's fun when we do this stuff. I love doing a collaborative stuff. I think I'm doing another thing with Fat Phil tonight, so it's been like a weekend of constant streaming, which is weird to me.
I was supposed to do something with Beaver, but Rabbit Beaver, but I was like, he didn't give me a clear cut time, and he's like doing 4 days. And at this point, it's too late. Like I'm already, balls deep in my work week. I can't,
He's like newer, isn't he? Bones was talking about him.
About the same time as me,
okay,
a little longer.
Newer.
I'll say this: when I first started talking to him, he was about where I am right now. So he was like really quick. He pretty much what he did was he created 2 guides, or he created guides on the Lightspeed bundles for unlocks. And they're pretty good guides. So, and one was using, because all the old guides were old, right? But with Zori, you can unlock Ray really easy if you just put 1 Zeta on her, and even like Gear 9, it just like makes the unlock super easy. So he made a guide on that. Like, hey, now we have this requirement, 3-star, 1 Zeta requirement, and then boom, like really easy. And people are dropping, bought the Lightspeed bundle, don't have crappy mods. They keep dropping tickets, and this guy has a guide right here that's like, hey, just do this one thing and you can do it with like crap mods. So he grew his channel off that, and then he did it for SOKR, and then he just makes guides based on that stuff. I'll say one thing that he just doesn't market well is he shits on people for saying that he's just like explains things really well. So I would say the one, like, he's just like, there's a lot of people that are entertaining like Arnold, but he just doesn't break it down well or whatever. So pretty much like not the most diplomatic way of explaining things probably. But other than that,
Rabbit Beaver though, so
yeah. So he's a really chill dude, and I understand what he's saying. I just think he's really young because he is like 20. He's 20s, like low 20s, 22, 23 or something. I don't know. But very young. So I think he just like probably says things how I probably wouldn't say it now. But when I was like that age, I was like, I don't know.
Dumbass. Me too.
Yeah, I didn't understand the politics, like the difference of how explaining things. And the thing is, he's like really good friends with Donald, or he at least like interacts with him. So
yeah, I saw that they did something.
Yeah, so I like personally, if I was like interacting with someone, especially where this brand thing is his entire whole job, I wouldn't like belittle something that like tear someone down to build yourself up. And I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he's just saying like, here's my niche and this is what I do really well. But he's saying it in a way that's just like, or he's trying to explain it in a way that's just not the best. But I will say like, I really do like his content. And I think he's a really nice guy. So.
With that, I have to get to work, man.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I know you're gonna have to show me the wheel a little bit later, but I need to eat something real quick, and then I got like 6 classes to teach today.
Absolutely.
So again, always fun popping on with you. Absolutely, if you want to do something else in this next month before school starts again, I'm down. Let me know. We can figure that out.
So you're off to like throw children around and stuff?
I'm off to throw preschoolers around. Actually, I have 3 preschool classes that I got to do at a preschool camp.
So, real quick question. How many of them could you take at one time? You probably have the best educated guess out of anyone. So, what's the number?
Preschoolers?
Yeah.
Preschoolers, I think I can a pretty considerable amount. I mean, they're very young. I think 50, 60?
50? Okay. 50 is a good number.
Point, I'm just getting pile drived.
So zombies like the piled suffocating you?
I think they'll just be on top of me, like biting me or some shit.
That's fair. Okay, cool. All right, thanks for hanging out. Do appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're still here. Fuck you, Black Hammer. That's all I gotta say. So enjoy the rest of your stream, man.
All right, take care.
Peace out.
All right. Hey guys. Hola. Now it's just me. I know. Do you guys feel this void? It's like a void just happened right now. A sense of aloneness, you know. I love hanging out with Egnards. Always a great time. Always a great time. Excellent. You guys like it? You guys have fun? I think we do. I think he is great dude. We have good chemistry, so I do love when we get to do our collaborations. Our collabs are always like, to me, always bangers. Absolute bangers. So pretty fun. You are late. Hey McMahon, sorry. How long have I been here? The captain is back. Was I gone? Are you saying? I get what you guys did. I get it. You're like, oh, didn't even see you down there. How long have you been here, Captain? All right, no. So it is 10:37 for me. I do have to go to bed. We'll quickly see. Did my opponent attack? He did not attack yet. So we'll have to see in the morning if he attacks. We'll have to see how he does. I'll let you guys know. Probably. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. If he backed out. So pretty good. Decent score. I have a decent score. So 2044. 2444 is absolutely not bad. So we'll see how it goes. I have a chance. So, but my opponent's account is ridiculous. Like beats me in every single category. Fleets, ground, penis size probably. So like everything they got is just superior to mine. Girth, probably girthier than me if I imagine, you know. So they got it all. So we'll see how it goes. We'll keep it positive, and then hopefully hopefully, we'll pull a win. We'll pull a win. But as long as I get the full clear, I'm pretty happy, right? Like that's all I'm looking for, was a good full clear, and then I'm happy. So I'm pretty satisfied with that score. So yeah, it was a good showing. I had a lot of fun, regardless if I win or not. Honestly, I don't care. Like I think we had a good show here. We had a good time. So we'll just see how it goes from there. Your opponent has to full clear. You got stuck on his Java. He has too many GLs on defense. Maybe too many to beat your ground now. Maybe Dr. Wiley. Maybe. That's usually how I beat turtles. Not with depth, but with height. So that's how you beat turtles. You put in some height that they can't clear, and then because they put all their good teams on defense, you put up like 3 or 4 really good teams, and then you clear like 1 or 2 of their zones, and then you stop them from like clearing even a zone because they didn't bring good teams. They bring a bunch of like crap, you know, mid, and they hope to like beat your mid, and then bring a few good teams to beat your like best. But as long as you bring, like, you lay some heavy D that has that height, because essentially if they miss, or if they lose to one team, right, then it's like a cascading effect, and that's what you got to do. You got to like keep that rolling, that cascading effect. So it's a little weird to do, but you guys can do it. Oh man, look at you, Musique, on the ball. Yeah, man, you're on the ball tonight, Musique. Look at that, killing it. All right, so I think I'm gonna call it there, because I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Or I do have to wake up early, but I gotta work. You were faster than me, and I was like pulling it up right now, but you're, like I said, you're on the ball, Musique. You got it. So I'll say this: tomorrow, maybe I'll do a roster review if I have time. I'll see what I have to do. But let's get you guys rated out here. Maybe I'll have tomorrow. Maybe I won't. But we'll have to see. All right, Rage Ply is streaming right now. That's pretty. Not all right. So where do you guys want to go? Where would you want to go? So we have JJ's. You guys want to go to JJ's? We have JJ's, the Lost Swamp Rat, Rage Ply. Who's this? X Thalion TV. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Spanish. So not that one. Where do you want to go? You tell me. JJ's, Rage. JJ's? Okay. We'll go over to JJ's. I never get to raid JJ, so we'll start that raid. All right, let's head over as a group. Make sure you say hello for me. JJ's a good dude. Nice dude. So we'll raid over to him. And then see what he has to offer. So thanks for hanging out, everyone. Always fun. Always a blast. Take care. Have a good night. Morning, afternoon, evening. Wherever you are. All right. So YouTube world, take care.